I see how it is. I'll just keep myself out.
Well, not if you don't want your character to get horribly mutilated early.
Well, I mean, I don't mind that.
I'm just waiting for Laura to sacrifice my character for me.
But you want to be there when it happens, is the thing.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah. I guess I'll stay.
Because if I killed you off screen, you wouldn't have any fun with it, would you?
Yeah. Damn it, he's got me figured out. It's a little tricky at the moment.
Yeah, we kind of needed you at one point. We're just kind of like missed that session.
Funny, go turn that light off that you left in that room that I can see on.
No, you have to turn it off. I'm not going in. I'm nested, okay?
That room's got ghosts in it.
Just saying, I'm nested, okay? I'm here. I've got my blanket. I'm like, my blanket. I'm just like, I'm nested, okay? I'm not moving. Cold.
I hate that
Freezing
shit.
in Scotland.
I hate that shit. My girlfriend just barely lays down. I'm like, wait, hold on. I need to like adjust the mattress because it's not up against the wall again. She's like, nope, I'm not moving. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, I agree with your girlfriend. Like, yeah. It's like I'm not moving. John didn't like it last night because I never had an extra pillow, so I was like coughing, and he was just like, get away from me.
Also took the opportunity to throw the cat out of the room.
Yeah.
Because she was giving me that look like she was going to start bugging me.
And she does as well. Like, you can hear her from the other side of the house, which is not good.
Well, she's running for president at the moment, so she's always in my face.
Yeah. She is, really.
For president.
Glim, you need to watch Weapons. Have you watched it yet?
Oh, I see,
Have you watched Weapons yet, Glim?
He's away watching Weapons.
Yeah, it's really good, by the way. I really enjoyed it. Has anyone else seen it?
No, I've not seen it. I know spoilers. I've been trying to watch Arcadian, and that's a really fucking weird horror movie.
Did we watch Arcadian?
It's the Nicolas Cage one with the crazy monkey dogs.
Oh yeah.
That sound like Gatling guns.
Yeah, that was a weird one.
He does a lot of weird things.
I liked it because it shows the full monster, and it isn't shy about showing the full monster.
But it's still like the monsters don't make any fucking sense. Like,
yeah, but that's the thing, is it works because I'm sitting staring and I'm like, I want to see more. Like, you see enough to get you like, oh shit, that's the monster, and then it does some crazy fucking wacky shit, and you're like, I need to know more. Also, why the fuck are you cartwheeling?
Oh my.
How old
so
that
much.
film?
Sorry.
Last year, 2024.
You're right.
Really recent one.
Was it? Oh, did we watch it? I for some reason I feel like we watched it.
No.
I
Laura,
need to watch that.
I will say one thing. If it makes no sense to you, you've not seen it. Flaming Cartwheel of Monsters.
Nah, I've not seen it.
I don't think it was
The last Nicolas Cage movie you watched was The Long Legs.
Was it?
I think it's creepier than Long Legs, but the plot makes no fucking sense. Because it's kind of like, I need 5 minutes, and then he doesn't do anything. It doesn't explain why he needs 5 minutes. Just like, I need 5 minutes. It's that kind
all
of
his
bullshit.
films are like weird films now. Like he's way out there with stuff.
He's in his experimental era, and he's having fun
I mean,
with it.
if you go back to his, like, I think it was one of his first movies, the vampire one he did. I mean, that one's weird. Like, he's always done weird films. He's an auteur.
Yeah.
He just had a brief spell where he was like, fuck, what do you call it? Yeah, he did an A-list. And he was doing like blockbusters. Do you know what I mean? He had a very brief spell of that, and then he was like right back to doing weird shit.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there's the movie The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent, which is Nicolas Cage as himself.
I know, I hated that. I didn't get through it.
I never watched it, but I see all like the fucking like clips and memes about it. It's just like, what the fuck even is this movie?
I got to the bit where it's probably quite early on it, where he's showing
No,
around.
we watched that movie. We watched it. It's about he's got 2 sons.
I know. I'm telling you, I watched it.
We've moved on.
Okay, I'm just saying I watched Arcadian just to say, like, yeah. Sorry, I just had to look up the trailer.
You watched
That
it.
was one
I
hell of
never
a
watched that one.
crowbar to the conversation.
Welcome to Being with Laura.
Not even a crowbar. She full on drove a car into that.
Crowbars all the way down, man.
Well, do you know what? It wasn't even crowbar today. Do you know what? Like, a couple of my colleagues said to me today.
Geez,
Can I just say this? Everyone else, stop saying that you're not busy when you're clearly
How
busy.
How does this have any relevance to what
I
was being
just want
talked
to say about my day, right? Because I was like nervous.
I have been so extremely derailed, I can't even remember what I was talking about.
Yeah, Laura, you need to get some friends so you can like offload this shit to, so we don't have to listen to it, and so I don't need to fucking listen to it.
No, I have friends. What are you talking about?
Then offload to them. Stop offloading to mine.
Yes, I know.
Sorry.
I was just talking about my day when they said about the splashing paddle. Like they were like, you're making waves.
Conversation. You derailed the conversation about movies so much that I don't
conversation
know where
that you
we
started.
went from. Yeah.
You asked
You guys were talking about some movies. Oh, we start talking about movies, and then you're like, so my day work, right?
I had to say, okay, like I needed to tell people, okay, this is me.
You did.
Okay.
You told me the second you got home for like an hour.
Okay.
I love that she was like, can I just say this? Just this one thing real quick? Like any of us had a choice. It's
like, hey, here, Swindle, let me just lash you down to the chair, right? Okay, just stay put. Don't go anywhere. You're just...
I don't even know.
I'm trying. I am still
waves with these paddles.
I am still stuck on how we went from Arcadian to Nicolas Cage to fucking splashing paddles. Like my brain's thinking, what's the conversational social link there?
This is a good moment to start maybe the game just now. Yeah.
Wow.
What's called Glim? Did you watch Weapons? Just to say.
Dark, can I have a stress roll?
Hold on, let's start the game.
We're not going back 10 minutes in time to start your fucking conversation again, so you can derail it a second time. Fucking hell.
What did it say?
Sorry, I need to mute myself.
Are we starting that?
We're all collecting our thoughts for a second.
Okay.
Yeah. Is the foundry up?
Yes, the foundry's up if everyone can get in.
Okay.
I'm logged in.
I know you're in. Glim isn't in though.
Glim's always the last person logged in.
Well, that's not strictly true.
No, there was one where I was an hour late to the session. I think I definitely was late that one.
Okay, so last time, which was a little while ago, I also realised I do a lot of talking in these sessions when I was editing them, so I'm going to try and talk less this time.
I like your talking though, sometimes.
Okay, now is not the point to suck up. I was going to get you, Laura, to start us off if you can tell us what you remember about what happened last time.
So what happened last time is we ended up going through that sort of another world thing, and we ended up in that cafe and there was like blood and on the coffee, and then this guy had given us a lift to the actual sort of like wee town place, and they were all going to get the water, the rain to drink, and then we were going right back to the place again, as in the that coal thing place.
Hey, you did ask.
Cave. Yeah. Well, that's what it was, wasn't it?
That's fine.
I think that was quite a general overview.
Well, hang on, and then Glim,
can
you tell us, Glim, what you remember about what happened last time?
Not really. No, really, not really, because...
What do you remember?
I remember...
Oh, we talked to that guy as well, one of the worker guys.
Wait. I do remember we went to a whole nother, like dimension some kind. Mm-hmm. I do remember that.
Through the mine, yes.
And then we went we were going to the church, but we didn't go to the church, and we met somebody. We went back to the diner, and then we met the dude that didn't look so crazy or act too crazy.
What do you remember?
That I remember.
What do you remember, Callum?
So the session started with Richard violently going through several million years of terror as he seemingly shifted dimensions, and he got to watch both Betty and Jeff appear out of nowhere, both suffering the most horrific situation to nurse them back. We ended up in the mines where we encountered the eyeless folk, and the eyeless were kind of creeped out by us, who also recommended we go talk to the priest. Stole a car, headed back to town, saw people crucified on crosses, headed back to the mine to try and find a little bit more information from people. We got escorted by one of the miners who we fluked out, who was going to take us back to the town, but instead took us to the ghost town Rylite, I think it is, butchering the name probably. And it was supper time, and everyone was desperate for supper time, like abandoning cars in the middle of the road and all rushing in there. We went into a diner and we found glasses full of some blood-like material. And I can't remember more details about that, but we decided, you know what, let's visit some places that were interesting back in our dimension, because it sounds like we're somewhere else. So we headed to the diner, which was closed up. We were able to go in, looked about normal, and then someone appeared and asked us who we're there for, and we're like, oh, we're here for some coffee. And they asked, what's coffee made of? And we said, beans. And they were like, oh no, more people. And that's where the session ended.
And Swindle, what do you remember?
Patrick found me whenever I shifted over after the encounter with the Seeker and the FBI agents. Found me, brought me back to the Starchild Ranch, explained the whole situation, at least from his perspective. Warned me to not drink the rain because he drank it and now he's stuck here. And says if people from our dimension drink the rain, then we're stuck in that dimension and can't go back home. Also said that the machine that potentially could send me back home is at the temple, and he offered to help me get to it, but warns that there needs to be like a change of alignment before I can be in the proper phase of our world. Stuff that Daniel has no idea. That's all like sciencey gobbledygook to him. But yeah, if I recall, he sort of just stashed me at his home and then just left.
Yes.
And so I'm just hiding.
Yeah, he said he had to go for supper as well.
Supper, yeah.
I like how your thing is like, oh, that's not esoteric enough for Daniel.
I think between you all, we got everything covered.
Yeah.
So we will start with you guys at the diner, because you guys were at the diner, and then the person who did introduce himself as Palmer is the one like at the door, the entrance, when he's like, and I think he asked, did you guys know Daniel, when he realised that you were not from here. But because obviously he's left Daniel alone, I'm just going to start with Daniel.
Yay!
At the ranch. So Daniel, he leaves you at the ranch. It's dark. There's not much here. The interior was quite Spartan in terms of furniture. He did light a candle for you, or like a little lantern, but it is just like flame light that's illuminating. It's pitch black otherwise. And you do get left on your own. So what's your first instinct after he drives off and leaves you there?
I think Daniel sort of just waits awkwardly for a moment, like he's just like, all right, I don't want to be rude and poke around this man's home while he's helping me out, and then a sort of thought like crosses his mind, like, what am I doing? Like, this is the Starchild Ranch. I'm in another world right now. I need to know as much as I can. And he'll very, very carefully with the lantern will kind of try to stay away from the windows, so that way the light doesn't seem to attract attention, hopefully. But he'll try to look through like rooms, try to find papers, books, just kind of browsing through, poking around. He's not even really sure what he's looking for.
Yeah. Just to remind, so it's this large central room in the ranch, bottom floor, which has a large dining table, some chairs. There's like a book stand, nightstand. One end of the large room is like a big, it goes into a large kitchen area, and there's like a big open doorway you can go into that kitchen area. On the other end, there's like a wall with 2 doors which are closed. And then there's obviously the door that goes to the front of the building. So do you want to just investigate around in the interior here in the kitchen, or do you want to go anywhere else?
I think I would start with that book stand and just kind of browse some of the books there.
Okay.
But I think eventually the 2 doors will call to me.
We'll give me an investigation roll for in this room in the book stand.
Okay. Just the one, or?
Yeah, I don't think anything you have would give you a second one.
Okay. Okay.
Well, I mean, it is dark. You don't have a lot of light. The books you pull off are standard affair, like literature of the time that you would expect to find in anyone's kind of bookshelf, like popular novels that were around at that point.
Okay.
Unless you want to do the stress to reroll. But it's early in the session, so I don't know if you want to burn it up already.
No. I mean, if it's just standard fare in these books, I'll just, I think the closed doors, I'll try.
Sure. So 2 doors, one on the left, one on the right there. You're on that same end of the wall. Which one do you want to try first?
Let's go with the left.
Okay, the one on the left opens up, and immediately there is a stairway going upwards, off to the right.
I'll ascend with my lantern.
Your first step on the first stair causes the floorboard to creak loudly.
Any sound of movement?
Roll investigation.
Oh no, I don't like that.
Yeah, I mean, perhaps because it's so quiet already, the creak sounds really, really loud. And then what you just pause for a second to hear if there's any kind of like reaction. Maybe you're half expecting someone else to be upstairs. You hear a faint sound, like a muffled sound. Might be someone trying to make a noise, or maybe something making a noise involuntarily, but it's definitely the sound of something or someone alive. But it's very faint and muffled. It did not come from upstairs.
Okay, where did it come from?
But what's the opposite of upstairs?
Oh, okay.
He who lies beneath.
Fun times for you.
And there's no stairs going down?
Not where you are.
Okay, alright, well, that sounds like a future investigation. I'm gonna still climb the steps.
You ascend the small narrow stairway, and at the top you turn right, and you can see the hallway goes like along the length of the building, and there are 3 doors along this. So on your left hand side would be the windows to the front of the building. On the right hand side there'll be like a series of 3 doors, and then there's another door at the far end of the hallway.
Okay, I'll just, in sequence, starting with the door closest to me, just kind of open or try the door and peek my head inside.
The first door is unlocked, and it seems to be a small bedroom. Just a simple bed, mattress, and like blankets. Doesn't seem to be anything else in there at a glance.
All right, then I'll just close the door and try the next one, and just all the way down the hall.
The second room is similar, but there is a large closet in the room as well. Before you get to the sorry, and then the third door is going to be another bedroom, but this one looks lived in. The blankets are kind of ruffled up. There's piles of clothes. There's a stack of like books or papers beside the bed, as well as like a writing table that's been like shoved up against the window.
I'll just kind of make a note of that, that in the third bedroom, but I'll carry on.
So then there's just the door at the end of the hallway, and as you're standing just about to maybe try that door, the window immediately on your left hand side, you kind of catch movement of something move on the area just outside.
I quickly just drop down, and without the lantern, I'll try to peek through the window.
You see, although it's really dark outside, there is like the faintest sort of light, and you can see like a shadowy humanoid-like figure just sort of move at the peripheral of what you're able to see around the corner of the building.
Okay. Definitely got a firm grip around the cross again.
As you grip your cross, your hand feels very like clammy, and your skin is just like covered in sweat.
Yeah, just kind of wipe my hands off and attempt to dry them, but you know, if I'm sweating, it's just, yeah. If there's no immediate danger, I will, try to open the door again.
This door is
But
locked.
I think from now on, Daniel's going to move with stealth as best as he can, but he's going to attempt to go back down the stairs and just keep an ear out for whatever that thing is, if it's making noises or if it's entering the house.
I think if you stay very still and listen, you can just about hear that murmur sound. It's definitely coming from like below. There must be some kind of a basement, you figure.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go back to the kitchen. Just trying very hard to be quiet. And
would you look out the windows at all?
I would, but I would like keep the lantern away from the windows. I would just be trying to see as best I can in the dark.
Okay, roll an investigation. Okay, so surprisingly, even when the light is so dim, it looks as though so there's an old like car out the side of the building here beyond the kitchen window. Can't really tell what kind of state it's in, other than it's just sort of like sitting there. But it looks as though there is a figure, like even though the hood is down on it, they're like leaning over as if they're like, fixing the engine under the hood. And they're not like a shadowy figure. I mean, it looks like a person in dungarees, but they are kind of that sort of ghostly, semi-transparent sort of vision. Beyond, no, actually no. Yeah, that's what you're gonna see there.
Okay. So they're not like a solid person. They're kind of translucent.
Like you would imagine a ghost to look.
Oh, okay. Cool. Well, I was also told about seekers. So I'm going to just that's definitely a question for Patrick whenever he gets back. Hopefully he gets back. But I will carry on back to the kitchen and try that other door.
Well, which other door? The other one, yeah, on the other side of the stairs, yeah. That door is locked.
Alright, I definitely don't want to piss Patrick off.
Do you want to investigate the kitchen?
Yeah, I'll investigate the kitchen.
Okay, give me a roll.
I think this time I'll add a stress, just in case.
I mean, you might as well roll it without the stress first of all, because there's no reason not to.
Yeah, you're right. Oh, fuck it. I don't even need it.
Okay, so
I'll just take stress regardless.
So, the kitchen, which is weird, does not have a stove. I may have said there was before, but there won't be a stove. There'll be like a food preparation like area. There's lots of cupboards. There is a sink. There's like a trash bin in one corner. It'll be like a big metal bin. But there won't be anything there for like cooking, which seems very strange. You will find in one of the cupboards a bunch of like cups and saucers and mugs, and then you can see in the sink there's like some of these mugs that have been like left there. And as you like run your finger around inside one of the mugs, you know it's blood instantly because of for some reason you can smell right away and you know that's blood, and smelling it causes your mouth to start salivating. Roll stress. And the reason this is going to stress you out is, I mean, you have the insanely strong urge to like lick and consume this blood that you can smell and almost like taste on the tip of your tongue. You're overcome with the sensation that you hunger for it.
Do I resist, or do I already like?
Well, that's up to you. I mean, you can act on your stress here because...
Oh, okay, fair enough. Yeah, I think just almost for a moment, like you said, that overwhelming urge kind of just hits, and like almost without thinking of it, I just bring my hand up to my lips, and just before I make contact, I quickly like shoot my arm out as far away from my face as possible, and it's just like, what am I doing? And I'll try to like wipe it off on something, wipe my fingers off, and just step back.
When you step back, you don't just, you hear like something downstairs definitely get like knocked over. Like it sounds like a wooden pole or that kind of sound just sort of clatter on the ground.
Think I'm going to look for something to defend myself with. Whether it be a bit of cutlery or a poker of some kind, or just something long and that I can swing around if I need to.
Yeah. I didn't describe it, but there would be like a fireplace chimney thing in the kitchen here as a heat source. So yeah, you would be able to find something like a poker.
Okay, yeah, I'm just, one hand clenched tightly around my cross and the other holding onto a poker, and just, I think I'm just gonna stay away from the kitchen. So there's like a living room area, or is it all kind of just one room?
Beyond that, it's just like one large like living room area before the other end of the building with the stairs and stuff were.
Actually, since I'm now on the ground floor, I think I'm gonna take another peek at the ghostly figure.
It's not there anymore.
Oh, okay, cool. Well, that's lovely. Patrick said that there was no food because it was just the rain. But then where did the blood come from? I don't like the. Danny wants to do two different things. He wants to just sit still and just wait for Patrick, but at the same time, he's really not liking the locked doors and the fucking whatever's moving around underneath.
Yeah, you still, even though looking around and taking your time and that kind of stuff, you still have a bit of time before he gets back. If there was something else you wanted to do, or if you want, you can just, terrified as you are, hunker down and just wait.
Oh, you know what? Actually, I think as scared as Daniel is of just that, I think he's more just trying to get as far away from the blood as possible, and it's weird, this weird attraction that he has towards it now. He's going to go back upstairs to that third bedroom, and he's going to start trying to busy himself with like looking through the papers and the books and the writing desk up against the window.
Okay. Give me an investigate roll. Most of these are handwritten notes, pads and journals. They've been scrolled down. you definitely now recognise against the materials you've seen previously that this is someone trying to like get down all the, maybe Palmer trying to just write down all his information so he doesn't forget it. And there's definitely like spaces where he's left where he's obviously doesn't remember things or hasn't figured things out. You know what I mean? He's obviously trying to make sense or put together the information that he has to come to some sort of conclusion into as regards to the machine and the symbols that appear on it.
Yeah.
And there's also a very personal letter written or like half composed with lots of like copies of it that have been scored out and crumpled up beside in the waste paper basket that he's been writing to Dr. Scott Davis.
See, okay.
You're like
these
grabbing a snack.
Right, as I was going to go back to them. Would you be making an effort to leave everything as you found it?
Yeah, I would try. I mean, you know, if he asked, I probably would be honest and say, yeah, I went snooping around, but, you know, I feel like that's understandable. But, yeah, I'm not about to break down a door, even though I really want to know what the fuck is making noise. Yeah, I think outside of the poker that I'm carrying with me, yeah, try to leave everything as it was.
I'll just hold back to you guys as soon as Callum gets back here.
Yeah, no worries. Don't suppose in any of those notes that I found that there was any mention of the blood or anything like that.
No mention of blood, though.
Cool.
Yeah, you're not worried, but these two are ADHD. Like, they...
No, yeah, I know. That's why I'm like...
They lose focus if they don't get pulled in right away.
That's fair.
What are you talking about? I'm
Talking
fine.
about
I'm
you.
just waiting on Callum.
Yeah.
Shut your face. This is what I have to put up with on a daily basis.
Hell.
I love how, honey, you think that he's going to sympathise with your end of it.
There's a lot of sympathizing with me. Definitely. Yeah.
Okay, I mean, if we could just go to you guys. So, user in the diner, he's going to investigate. And the diner, as I described it, was much more like a diner you would expect to see as compared to when you were in it previously in your world, where it looked weird and sections were cut out of it, and it had a funny smell in the fridge, and there wasn't like cookers, it just had these sort of like big barbecue skewer pit things. This one's just like a normal one. It's got the counter, it's got cookers in the back, it's got like a fridge unit. The upholstery and all the rest of it looks quite modern for the era and exactly as you'd expect. And then while you're in the middle of like looking at the car pulls up outside, or the truck rather, you see the headlights, the person calls out and then approaches the front door. At that point, Betty, what are you thinking?
Right, Richard, without thinking, Daniel's here too?
Oh, and
yes,
I'm just like that. I just put my hand to my face like, no, dope, you know, like, dope.
Yes, we're with Daniel. Who are they? You.
He says, so I'm Professor Palmer.
Hello, Professor Palmer.
Please call me Patrick.
Okay.
Is this your vehicle outside?
You can say that.
Is this where you passed through?
Yeah, yeah, we did. Well, here? But we're still in the diner, aren't we?
Yes. Diner.
No. We were trying to figure out...
We're in the mines.
Yeah, we actually teleported from the mines. We were trying to see if there was a way to go through here. Yeah.
Can I roll a dice to see if this guy is up and up, because I'm very suspicious about him.
I don't think at the moment when you're inside and it's all dark and he's standing at the door there, I don't think you're not going to be able to gauge enough from him unless you like get up close to interact with him.
I think Richard is desperate to get out, and this guy knows a lot. And he knows a lot more than anyone we've interacted with, so he's probably grasping on for desperate, so he's like eagerly answering every question.
Yeah, I feel like that would be the case, and yeah, and I'm just kind of like, no, we gotta investigate this first. Could be like someone dodgy.
Okay, sure. I mean, I've met Daniel. He's up in my ranch just along the road. If your vehicle works, do you guys want to follow me?
Look at them.
Don't got nothing better to do.
You know what? Yes, let's just do it. Let's go.
I'm still in the side of caution, but I'm just kind of like, okay, I'm just kind of guard.
Yeah. The guy comes out and he like looks like kind of up and down the highway for a second. He's like, okay, well I don't think anyone else is moving around just now. They'll all be taking in the rain. So yeah, follow me. And he hops in his truck and reverses it out.
Hop in and go also.
Jeff, what the hell is it? Why do they keep talking about the rain? Like, I don't see any clouds.
I think I know what it is, and I don't think you want to know.
You know, I'll take your word on that.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I know exactly what the rain is. I don't want to know it.
Yeah, so I just put this here as just like a kind of reminder that the sky is in fact covered with this material. Which is obviously the most sort of like unusual part of all of this at the moment, and it's I don't know.
Oh, so we don't see stars; we just see this
mass,
stuff. Like
yeah, just this mass in the sky,
right.
completely covers the sky.
Okay, can I like rechange what I was saying? Like I mean, I don't see any clouds like that, right? Like, Richard just thinks that's clouds.
I mean, how do you? I mean, you're gonna drive along this road. It's not a long drive; it's a few minutes, but. Okay, what's the thought process as you are in your vehicle following him?
Well, my thought process is like, I don't trust him. I'm just kind of like, yeah, this seems a bit I don't know, I just kind of pick up a wee bit dodginess.
Would Betty voice any of this?
Yeah, are you saying this
Betty
to the others?
saying it out loud or just keeping it to yourself?
I'm just saying this out loud, like saying, I think we need to.
Well, you gotta understand this, Betty.
The edge of conscious, you know.
We're in a fucking weird place, and he seems to know shit that he's someone up here and he knows shit, and everyone else don't know shit. So, I'd rather take my chances with the person that at least knows a name of a person and knows what's happened, and in the something knows what coffee is. Yeah, I think this is our, one chance of some potential hope.
I think she just looks at him and just goes like, kind of like, you put us in this position in the first place.
No.
Oh, she didn't voice it, but
it literally is
out of character. I know that you put us in this position.
No, out of character. This is all Betty. This is Betty's job. Betty roped everyone into it, so literally it can all be tracked back.
Well, actually, it could be tracked back to you because you got all pure like, let's go down and take.
No. I'm tracing it back to your original job was to investigate something that happened, and then Richard just got dragged along. So literally all of this is Betty.
No, but I didn't get dragged along to like the other side.
Why are we arguing out of character? Anyway.
Okay.
If you're not going to argue in character, do not argue out of character.
Okay.
I thought they were all in character, but okay.
How's Jeff feeling? Because Jeff, you're the one driving the vehicle.
Yeah, I'm just hoping none of that stuff falls on me, because that rain.
You follow his vehicle up the road, and he takes a right turn off the road towards the ranch, and you can see the building illuminated by the headlights as you approach it, and he pulls up and just turns side onto the building and turns off the engine. Daniel, you're inside and you can hear the vehicles, 2 vehicles pull up, not one.
Just kind of hunker down, just out of line of sight from the door, but like kind of peeking at it.
You guys from the outside, you can see like the faint dim like candlelight inside the building as Palmer gets out of his vehicle, his truck, and just kind of like waves at you guys to like pull up. So what do you do?
And get out.
I kind of imagine like Jeff's the one driving.
Yes.
I guess Richard would probably like just sort of like say, "Oh, I imagine like personally, like I imagine that we were all kind of like we've probably had a fight on the way over, and now we're in this kind of real like awkward silence with each other."
Sure. There's tension in the air, and as you step out of the vehicle, the tension is palpable, as well as I think you can all feel the weight of the thing in the sky like bearing down on you when you step out of the vehicle because you're out in the open. And all around you, I mean, the shrubbery that you've seen in this terrain previously in your world isn't there. It's just bare rock and sand. And then this building and the barn building off the side and the vehicle parked there. And there's like nothing else. And you can just feel the wind like past you in silence.
I just hope he knows where we're going and can get us out of here.
So Palmer walks over to you. It's like, Daniel's inside.
Can I ask you, do you know where the exit is? We want to get out of here, out of this world.
Yes, well, perhaps we can talk about that inside.
Okay. And you got no food here?
Yeah, we'll need to discuss that too, I'm afraid. Miss
Booth.
Yes, Miss Booth. Please. He opens up the door. Come inside. And he just yells inside, Daniel.
Kind of poke my head around, fire poker in hand.
Daniel, these people said they were friends of yours.
Hello, Daniel.
Yeah, upon seeing them and making sure that they have eyelids, Daniel kind of just drops the fire poker. It's like, oh, thank God you're here.
I guess a lot of stuff has been happening to you. Notice the hostility.
Yeah, I don't know. The FBI took me to the diner and they were questioning me. They seemed to convinced that we were a part of it for some reason, but they couldn't quite figure out what was going on. They were just in the dark as we were, and then this preacher attacked, and I think he killed both of them. And just one moment I was out front of the diner in broad daylight, and the next I was here at the diner, but it was in this world. And Patrick found me, and we need to leave. Did any of you drink the rain?
Oh
No.
Palmer turns to you and he doesn't have any eyelids, so his eyes are these bulging things, all like scarred around the sides of them, staring at you in an uncomfortable fashion. But he doesn't look drained like the people you saw previously. He looks like full health. It's like, yes, it's of utmost importance that you do not consume any offering from other people here. It will be this sort of thick mucus, this white mucus substance that they will try to offer you, or potentially even force feed you it, and you cannot consume it. Nor should you consume any water you may find or any liquids. They're all tainted.
Tainted with what?
Great question.
The land has become poisoned. Pollution is everywhere, and even then, the rain it has an effect on living things. I wouldn't advise taking the risk of consuming any liquids you might find, in case they were corrupted. And he's kind of like angsty sort of twitchiness about him as he's saying this, and he keeps looking over to these doors over at the end of the room. I really must excuse myself for a moment. Please forgive me. I unfortunately I did taste the rain, and I have to consume. I'll be back soon. And he walks over to the room at the end, the one that was locked, and he takes out a key and unlocks it, pulls a latch, and then closes the door and then locks it again from the inside.
So, do we think he's a cannibal?
I don't know, but that's Patrick Palmer. If remember the RV that we broke into?
Yep.
Yeah, he's the one who created helped work on the Tillinghast machine. Him and Scott Matthew Davis. I mean, he's been. I trust him about as much as I can, but he's been nothing but kind and helpful. But yes, there is no food for us here in this world, so it's. He thinks that there is a way to send us back. Unfortunately, it requires the Tillinghast machine that is currently at their temple on the top of the mountain, and it's risky. Apparently, people tend to think that we're not the first ones to cross over here. I guess people have been stumbling through portals of some kind, and there's these creatures called Seekers that he said. The creature that I saw that killed the FBI agents, he said that was probably a Seeker. Was incredibly shocked that I survived the encounter, which I agree with, but yeah, the Seekers are here too, and that the reason the sky looks the way it is because when the Seekers attacked, and they're apparently these evil monsters, these people summoned a god.
A god?
Yes.
Is that thing the god?
From what Patrick explains, yes. The sky, this world is inside of Shu Niroth. And its presence apparently weakens the Seekers here? To the point that they're not really a threat, I guess? But Patrick is actually very adamant that we return to our world to prevent a similar fate happening to our world. Because the Seekers, if what Patrick is saying is true, and he doesn't seem to know all the details, but from what he tells me, we need to get back and stop the Seekers from destroying our world, causing us to also summon Shu Nirath. I don't. He hasn't given me a lot of reasons to not trust him, but just I also saw a ghost. I think.
I like how you've also not asked them what they're doing here.
Oh yeah,
I feel like this is probably the. I think honestly, from Daniel's point of view, this is probably the least fucked up thing he has seen.
He's just glad you're there.
Yeah, no, it's just like fuck. At least I'm not alone, you know. But
I appreciate that because like how Daniel's reacting is kind of how Richard's reacting. It's like grasping onto some form of normality.
It's
like
good
how
to see
he
a
was
friendly
with
face.
Yeah, like how Richard was with Palmer, which was just like, oh, you know, normal shit.
Yeah. So it's literally just like, oh my god, it's another friendly face, and then after a while, after Daniel just is done kind of word vomiting for a bit, he'll just kind of blink for a moment and just be like, wait, how are you here?
I I think we got swallowed by a monster.
Did it look like a naked man?
No, more went down a cave hole, and then the walls, which were stone, turned to flesh, and things were pushing out from the flesh. And I walked down a hallway, and then 1,000,000 years later ended up here. Don't ask me to explain it more.
Oh, that's that sounds genuinely terrible.
Sorry,
Did I?
What was that, Dark?
No, sorry, there you go.
Yeah. Daniel just kind of stares off like, how, if that's how you got here, then how, that doesn't sound like anything I experienced at all. I just, one second I was there and the next I was here.
As far as what I think happened, we went through this cave, and I mean, I went through it. A long time passed, and then I ended up in the cave alone. And the next thing I saw, out of nowhere, was Betty. Just appeared in front of me. I imagine looking very much how I looked when I went through. And then it couldn't be more than half an hour later, Jeff appeared. Just bang, Jeff there. And again, that same horror on their face. No, I don't want to go through that again.
Oh, very strange. I think
Patrick... just to, I can't play this well, but with each sentence that he was trying to describe it, it was as if he just sort of stopped after every word and had this very long, distant stare, which could only be best described as like extreme trauma stare.
Yeah.
Also, which one of you is still carrying the letter?
You're going to need to restore my brain which letter this was, like where we got the letter,
You
so I can then try.
wouldn't have it. It would have been Betty or it would have been Jeff because they found the letter.
I think I still have it.
Right, so Jeff has it. Okay.
Oh yeah, I got this letter right here.
I will make that available to Swindle in the thing. You should see in handouts. Swindle was the Mark's letter.
I see it.
It's pretty long.
Goodness.
Yeah, so Jeff has like 3 pages handwritten of this letter that they found. Sorry, Jeff, if you want to explain to him what it is.
I do not. But I'll try, because I don't want to butcher it.
I mean, you can give it to him to read, but...
Just remember there's a transcript as well.
Yeah, I just found... Yeah, we found a letter that was to this guy named Ronald Phillip Marsh. It's his testimony of what was going down and what happened. How we... I don't think you want to know how we found it, but... Something about his daughter,
It was basically explaining about Samuel and his relationship with Samuel, which is what obviously led you guys into the mine in the first place.
Yeah. That's what I just saw. Approaching claim. We haven't spoken to me. Danny, do you know anybody named Samuel? Well, he does, doesn't he?
Yeah, we talked where we were told the story of Samuel.
But yeah, that's what this paper is also talking about. Samuel, about how he spoke to him. Samuel spoke to me as if nothing happened, but he demanded to continue to care for him. This angel or demon, it maybe could not.
I don't know if Swindle actually remembers, but Palmer did mention about an angel arriving. Not just a few days before you guys came through.
Do you think he's there then? Is here as well?
Oh, this is moving. I know he's here. But good thing we have Daniel here. We're gonna need some kind of prayer.
Imagine you're patting Daniel on the back as you say that, and then Daniel just looks incredibly ill.
Yeah.
At least we found you. You could try and get us out. You know the way out, don't you?
I don't think he did. But anyway,
No.
Perhaps one or
I
all
don't
of
think
you.
Daniel does, but I think Palmer
I'm gonna go
does.
check on yeah, I'm gonna go check up on him. I'm gonna listen through the door.
Okay. While you're doing that, Betty, you notice that Daniel really actually doesn't look well. His face is like dripping with sweat.
You don't look okay. You look terrible.
It's been it's a very strange day today. Not at
So
all
how
how
long
I.
has it been since you've eaten?
Oh,
I really love how Betty is so food obsessed.
Well,
it's probably been a few hours. It was kind of early morning when the FBI showed up, and wasn't too long after when I came here. I honestly don't know how much time has passed.
Can I see if he's concealing anything from all of us?
who, Daniel?
Yeah.
Okay, you can roll 2 dice to investigate Daniel, and Jeff, you can roll 1 dice to investigate the door.
Alright.
Ooh. So I'll start with Jeff. So Jeff, you go over while they're talking, you put your ear up against the door, lean a little bit of weight on it just to make sure it's like closed, and it is been latched shut from the other side so it doesn't budge. You hear like furniture moving, like a chair being scraped across the ground for like someone just like readjusting it. And it kind of echoes a little bit, so there must be a fairly sizable space that this is going down into. And maybe very faintly, for just like a moment, you hear like a female voice, like raised voice, but they get cut off before like they get any words out. But it's like sort of like a half word kind of before it kind of gets silenced.
Oh.
Betty, Daniel, he's not just looks sweaty, but I mean it's not just like sweat which would glisten and be a thin layer, obviously like tear water on his like cheeks and whatnot. Would you touch him, or would you not go that far?
I don't think she would go that far as to
The
touch him.
sweat on him, I mean, it looks almost gel-like. Not quite that thick, but you know what I mean? It's got a lot more consistency than just thin water. It looks like a layer of almost like transparent makeup that's kind of been applied all over his, and it's not just his face, it's on his neck. I mean, you look at his hands, you can see the back of his hands also glisten with it.
Yeah. She's kind of like, what the hell is that you've got all over you?
And then can you make me a stress roll?
Okay.
You give it's very brief, but you have a moment where you have the urge to just like grab his hand and like taste it.
I don't, because
You
then
don't,
didn't.
because you hold it together, but you have that just urge, just like a intrusive thought, an urge just like passing.
But I don't react on that though.
No, because you hold it together. Okay, well, you just go.
Would I notice? Do I feel like I'm extra sweaty, or?
I mean, it's there. I mean, it's up to you if you feel like it's important or unusual or how it makes you feel.
I mean, if it starts to accumulate enough on my face, yeah, I'd probably like dab it away,
Sure.
like
and
a sleeve or something.
Yeah, and you already wiped it away when your hand felt sweaty before, and now you're
Yeah.
like, oh, Jesus, just like, you know, it feels that yucky way, and you're like, you know, that way you just instantly feel like you need a shower.
Yeah.
I'm guessing it's kind of like Vaseline, like that. It's just like you kind of wiping it off, but you're kind of like smearing it.
But I mean, it's not. It's more watery.
Not as
in
thick
that.
as Vaseline.
Yeah, no, it's not as thick as that. It's not got the consistency. I try to think really considered, like almost kind of like a slime, but a very, very watery slime.
So just like
Very
really
runny.
thick water kind of thing.
Yeah. And it's not like
really...
a thick layer, it's like a very thin layer.
Yeah. I feel like Betty's like to like not a pure avoid him. She's trying to like keep her distance. Like, whoa.
But like, so yeah, okay.
So Jeff, when you hear that sound, is there anything you would do?
I just go, I move away because I don't want to intrude. I go and tell them.
Okay, sure. So what'd you say?
Oh, hey, Daniel, was there anyone else in the house when you were here?
Daniel?
Sorry, what was that? Microphone was talking to me.
Okay, let me do it again. Daniel, when you came here, was there anyone else in the house?
No, but I was hearing movement from downstairs. The door was locked. I wasn't able to get it open.
Interesting. I'll keep you posted on what I've discovered, if it happens.
Okay.
Thank you.
Presumably Daniel reads the letters on the table in the dim light.
Yeah, sorry, I was kind of trying to do it every now and again.
Yeah. So yeah, you read that. What the rest when you do? He's reading that.
I'm gonna go where he said he tried to open it.
Sorry, what do you mean?
He said that he heard something down in the attic. I'm gonna go down to the attic to see.
He heard something downstairs, but he did go upstairs.
Yeah.
Basement, I'm sorry, I said attic.
Yeah, I know what you meant. But as Daniel mentioned, the door was locked. The one that's locked now. The other door goes upstairs, so that won't take you downstairs.
Oh. Yeah, I'm gonna hold fast because I don't want to end up breaking too much stuff here. I mean, he did invite us into his home. For me to be like, hey, what's this? What's that?
Okay, so you just take a seat at the table and just wait.
Yeah.
Okay. Betty, Richard, do you just want to do anything else?
I think we're just taking a seat as well.
I was like, out of character, I want to ask if Daniel's drank anything, but I don't think Richard would have noticed. I think he's too focused on hope and thinking everything's going to work well. So I don't think he would have noticed that. Or it's kind of one of those things I think he'd potentially just brush aside as like, oh, he's just sweating, it's fine.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, depends how much you think you've got your wits about you.
Oh, he very much doesn't have his wits about him.
Yeah,
I think that's one of the main things. He's like, oh yeah, this is good.
Okay. Okay, so you're all just kind of nervously taking a seat, moment's respite, letting Daniel kind of catch up, listening out. You don't hear anything. Well, that's not entirely untrue. That's not entirely true because Richard does hear something, and Richard, once again, you hear that like faint choir singing. Just very, very faintly, very, very distantly from outside somewhere.
You know what? Richard will probably get up and go over to window, door, something that allows him to kind of go towards the direction it was. But if it's like outside and there's a window, he'd go to the window where that was.
So this large interior space, there's 4 windows either side, the front and rear of the building. You go up to the rear windows because that's where kind of sounds like it's coming from, and it's off in the distance somewhere, definitely.
He will definitely try to see if he can look at anything. Like he actually properly cranes his neck like a cat for some reason in the pitch black, trying to see if he can see anything.
Putting your hands up against the window to stop the reflection so you can peer out, sort of thing.
Yes.
Okay, so you see him do this, Betty. What's your reaction?
I feel like Betty is kind of put 2 and 2 together and thinks that they're all coming for them, as in like they're all singing and coming.
You can't hear anything.
For them.
You just see.
Oh, can
Richard,
I not hear anything?
You just see Richard get up and walk over to the window.
Okay, so I go up
and it's
walk
very
over to
clear
the
that
window.
Richard is trying to look outside. Like there's no two ways about it. Richard is acting like he's heard something and he's trying to figure out what he's heard.
Do I notice anything?
You can both roll 1 dice for investigation as you peer out the window. Betty, I mean, it's unless you want to use the stress to re-roll.
No.
So Betty, it's dark outside. You can see a short distance outside the window, but you can't really see much beyond that, and it just looks like the silhouette, like the outline of the hill. You can kind of see it's slightly darker than the rest of the the background behind it, but you don't see anything. Jeff, you don't see anything except a big tree that's just, you can kind of make out the shape of it against the gravel of the background. But of course there's no other shrubs or bushes or plants. You certainly haven't seen any trees here since you got here.
What about Richard? What does
the
Richard?
branches at the top of the tree, they move as if they're like moving in the wind, but they're not all moving in the same direction.
Yeah, I see a tree, huh? Oh crap.
Oh, that would be really unsettling to notice, thinking about it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I feel like that's something you'd subconsciously notice,
Yeah.
but not consciously be able to figure out.
You'd be like, that's weird. Yeah.
Yeah, you'd be like, oh, the trees are acting weird for some reason, but not piece it together. Yeah, fuck. Oh yeah, that's creepy as shit.
The longer you look at it, the less it seems like branches moving in the wind, and more it reminds you of I'm trying to think what you might have seen in real life. Has he ever eaten squid? Calamari.
Yum.
Also, you're muted.
Sorry. I think Richard would have ate squid when he was back home, like on a coastal.
Sure.
You know,
So it
definitely
reminds you
not
of
in
maybe
Las
like
Vegas.
the face of a shrimp or a mollusk or a calamari with that kind of wriggling, because they look more like they're wriggling rather than moving in the wind.
I think that, like, this is probably like he's probably starting to get really, really concerned about what's happening. Like, he obviously was quite concerned and stressed about the situation, but I want to feel like this is the kind of cold sweat witnessing. Like, a lot of things that have been really, really fucked up and weird, this is something extremely alien that's happening. And especially with the description of what's happening outside with, like, a god has swallowed this world.
You definitely have to roll stress for this.
Oh, yeah. Ah. I'm actually disappointed I did not get stress from it, because this is literal cosmic entity there. Like, this is brain
allows
snapping.
you to
like,
explain what you're seeing, at least, rather than just going into a panic.
I think it's like he's burning so hot, he kind of went straight through the panic. Like, he's burning, like his brain is racing too hard to kind of get. Because anxiety increases his heart rate. He's already an anxious mess. He can't get more of an anxious mess.
He's like too exhausted from the panic to panic again.
Yes, that's what I'm trying to get at. Yeah, not so much. It's just he's just already burnt out. His like synapses are like, no, we're at max capacity.
Yeah.
But Betty is beside you.
Come back later with that shit.
Betty is still beside you, peering out the window. She doesn't seem to have reacted at all.
No.
I think those are not trees. Or not trees, like, we know trees.
As he says that, Betty, your eyes are drawn more direct in the direction where he's looking. There's not trees, there's a singular thing, maybe 15, 20 feet high, and you see the same thing as him. And again, it takes your brain a moment to process it. Then you can roll stress for me.
Okay.
Solid.
What do you make of the singing?
Because I'm keeping it together. I'm keeping it together.
While Richard's staring at it, has the voice, like the singing for Richard, just kept going? Like
Yes.
It's just this kind of like, thing. Right. So Richard, without like just maintaining the sort of tone, is like, what do you make of the singing? Do you think it's calling to us?
No, I think it's just we're just hearing a choir
you
or
can't
something
hear it.
in the distance.
No one hears
can I
it
not hear it?
except Richard.
Okay, I don't hear anything. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh gosh, you know when you're in church on Sunday and you got the young kids singing, like the choir? Yeah, that's it. It sounds like a choir.
Dude, I don't know what it sounds like. I'm sorry.
No, it's a choir, right? Like it's just sort of like pulling you out towards it. Like, Daniel, come over here. Like you know what it's like. It's choir, right?
I think the moment that Daniel finishes reading the letters, he's just standing bolt right, staring at the letters. And then hearing Richard talk about the choir, he's desperately looking at that last line where it mentions that 4 days ago Samuel stopped singing and speaking. Is there a date on this letter at all?
There is, the 27th of February.
And how long ago was that back in our world? Or at least for Daniel?
We are now on the 3rd of March. So about...
Sorry, one more time, what was the date?
The 3rd of March, so about 3 or 4 days ago.
And he doesn't hear the choir, but Richard's very insistent that there's a choir happening.
And the thing is, it's not like a manic thing, because he's been quite manic.
Yeah.
He's like kind of conversational about it, like as if
Yeah.
he is firm believing that there is singing going on, and he's treating it like you guys can hear it, and he's not understanding you can't, because he is very clearly hearing it. So that's the kind of tone that he's using.
Yeah, because you've got no reason to think they can't hear it.
So just going from like sitting down to suddenly standing bolt right, Daniel's quickly just wide-eyed scanning the surroundings, moving over to Richard. The hand that's like he sets the letters down, but the grip on his cross is just constant. He does not let go of the cross whatsoever, but he will go over to Richard with his other hand and just kind of...
Daniel, you can hear the music.
It's Samuel.
Samuel? Who's Samuel? Now, do know Richard hasn't read the letter. I don't know if... I can't remember. Betty and Jeff,
there wasn't time.
I think it was ever taught. No. Who's Samuel?
Marsh, we... back at the diner, we were told a story about Rhyolite, how Robert Marsh moved there with his daughter that was pregnant out of wedlock and gave birth to what Marsh described was a thing that called itself Samuel.
And at this moment, I feel like Richard would have just this tingling in the back of his neck, because he's probably turned his head to look at Daniel for this, and with this description, not any sense, he's not figuring, probably feels this urge to just sort of stare at the tree.
Oh, okay. And very clearly the tree has moved a few paces to the left.
I know better. Just genuinely, I'm just like following what Richard, like he's probably started to piece together that is that tree Samuel, and he's with the notice of it moved a few paces in a direct. As in, is it clear, or when you're saying paces, is it kind of like he could potentially be like, wait, was it actually over there, or was it? It's like
that you looked at Daniel and then looked back out the window, it's clearly moved a meter or two to the left. Betty, were you watching it the whole time, or did you look away as well?
I looked away.
So you didn't see it move either?
No.
Right, Richard will just kind of make a passing comment, going, Betty, did that tree... He's saying tree in a way that's not like, he doesn't think it's a tree, but it's the closest he has to describe what the thing is.
And Patrick has not come back up from downstairs.
Nope.
Yeah, no, fuck that. Daniel's with like a firm fistful of like the front of Richard's shirt, is going to drag him away from the window with him towards the door, and he'll let Richard go, but he'll quickly pound on that door with his free hand and just call out, "Patrick!"
Richard is no challenge to this. Like, there's no, he's not fighting Daniel with it. He's kind of a bit confused, but he's kind of letting this happen.
It's very much a like scared parent like dragging their child away from what they perceive as danger sort of motion.
I love this. Jeff, what are you doing while this happens?
Try to knock on that door. I mean, like, he's not answering. I go up to Daniel.
So you help him bang on the door.
I'm pounding on the door. I am pounding on it and howling for Patrick.
I go, Daniel, move! I straight up boot the door.
Oh, okay. Roll me a dice.
Ain't got time for this. A dice or just dice?
Just a dice, yeah. Do you wanna stress?
Come on. Just we gotta get that door open.
Stress roll or?
Yeah, same roll. Sorry, same roll, but include the green dice. There you go.
While this is happening, is the singing changing in volume at all?
No, it remains constant. It sounds very, very distant.
But
as if it's just kind of echoing across the hills, sort of distant. Jeff, you boot
you want
the
me to
door.
roll a
No, well, in a second, you boot the door flies open, and then roll stress for me. You boot the door flies open, and it almost like knocks Patrick back down the stairs, and he's just kind of holding on either side of the door there to, like, you know, stop himself getting knocked backwards as it flies open in front of him. And his eyes are just, well, I mean, already they're wide and staring, right? But his pupils are dilated, and it's just this, like, blankness in his stare. And there's just this, like, dribble of blood in the corner of his mouth. And he's just kind of, like, staring at you all as if he looks, like, stoned out of his nuts. And he's just, like, staring blankly. Like, what's wrong?
Oh, shit, what the fuck are you doing, man?
But what causes you stress? Particularly Jeff, I don't know if the others will catch it, is when just that moment there when it flies open and he's looking straight at you, it's like his tongue is like all curled around, and then just darts out of his mouth about 6 inches and then back in again very quickly. And it's something about it, it's very alien and insect-like to you, and that's what freaks you out, Jeff.
What was that?
Yeah, same almost parental scared anger that I dragged Richard along with. Daniel will, again, one-handed, grab the front of Patrick, yank him back through the door, and quickly pin him against the wall. Like, what is down there? What are you doing? Why can't we hear singing? Where's this angel you're talking about?
What are you talking about? The singing?
The angel, man! Where is it?
The angels at the ritual site. I talked about this.
Its name is Samuel, wasn't it?
I don't know. I haven't seen it. He just looks really just like out of it. His eyes don't look at you at all. He's just staring right past you.
This is the angriest that Daniel's ever appeared to everyone. He full on just throws Patrick to the side and rushes downstairs.
Okay. What about the rest of you?
I think Richard would probably want to follow Daniel, but not for the same reasons of Daniel, but more of a wanting to check on Daniel. No, because Daniel's freaking out. He's not seen Daniel freak out, and he just kind of got grabbed. He didn't see what those guys saw because he was looking at Daniel when they both kicked the door in, so he was looking the wrong way for it. So I feel like Richard.
So the only one that saw that thing happen was Jeffrey.
Yeah. Okay. Jeff saw the tongue thing. Daniel's too. He's panicking.
Yeah, I feel that Richard would be following, and then saying "Whoa, Daniel, you okay?" Because he's just been grabbed, he's been pulled aside, and there's a shouting and anger. So his focus is "Hey, whoa, Daniel, what's going on?"
So
Daniel's taking these stairs down 3 at a time.
Yeah, down the stairs. Richard's right after him. Jeff, what is your stress reaction there when you see that?
I just did it earlier. I'm like, what the? And I go, yeah. And what the hell is that with your tongue?
And what about you,
It's
Betty?
Daniel Terry.
I feel like she's like, oh, I suppose we gotta all go down again, because, like, following the leader.
Okay, so Jeff's kind of stunned there, like, what the fuck was that? And they're just angrily, like, yelling at the guy. The guy's up against the wall, just completely out of it. You go turn down there, you go turn down after him. Betty kind of reluctantly is like, and follows you downstairs. Which is great, because you get down the bottom of the stairs, Daniel, and you've all met the woman Janie from the diner with the curly red hair that was so nice to you all the time. She's well, at least a version of her is down there, tied up against the wall. Blood, small trickle of blood coming out the side of her like throat, just under the jaw. She also looks dilated and like spaced out, and she's got like a gag around her mouth, chained up against the wall. But I need you to roll stress for me, and I also need Betty to roll stress for me when you get down there. Okay, you both managed to hold it, but the smell of blood down here is very potent. You both find yourselves salivating, and the urge to just kind of run over and suck on that blood that's trickling down our neck is very strong.
Yes, but we hold it together and we don't do that though.
Right, Richard, you don't need to roll.
Oh, sorry.
You don't feel that at all.
I don't?
Oh, that's...
Nope.
What the fuck? Why am I slimy? Why do I have a taste for blood?
Why does Betty have a taste for blood?
Why do I have a taste for blood?
Why do you have a taste of blood?
Oh my god!
I've not done anything, I've not touched anything.
I never said you
Yes,
had.
you did.
Yeah, me neither.
What did I touch? I never touched anything.
Are you vocalizing this?
No, I didn't.
Are you vocalizing this?
Yes, I'm vocalizing. Yes, I'm vocalizing this.
And at that point, obviously, Daniel, you realise she's feeling the same thing as you.
But what the why the fuck do you want to drink their blood, Betty?
Wait, what did you just eat?
I never ate anything. I've not touched anything.
No, wait, you want to drink this person's blood? The fuck?
Wait, we did go to the diner recently.
But I never touched anything from the diner.
Oh, that's right.
Swallowing down this powerful urge to consume the blood of other human ? Beings, Daniel is going to quickly approach this version of, what was her name again? Jeannie. Yeah, and yeah, he's gonna pull the gag from her mouth and is going to try to like stem the bleeding as much as he can, even though like, you know, he definitely licks his lips, like he can't hide that, but like he's trying to talk to her like, Jeannie, are you like, it's obviously their version of Jeannie, right?
I just like, how did you get down here? Where's your exit?
I feel
ask her about a million questions.
I feel like Richard would definitely put himself between Betty and the bleeding woman, because he would be very creeped out by that as well.
Daniel goes over to her, takes the rag off from her mouth, wraps it around where the bleeding, you know, to try and stem it.
Yeah.
Betty takes a step forward, asking a million questions, and you intercede, Richard, kind of like, whoa, hey Betty. Jeannie, for her part, is just, again, the same as Patrick, just staring off into space, eyes dilated, just softly kind of going, humming to herself.
Does it seem to match the chorus that me and Richard are now here? Oh, okay, so it's a different song. Great. And that we're still hearing it down here in this basement.
Can I investigate the basement?
You can.
See if there's anybody down there.
No, when you're down here in the basement, I don't think you can hear it anymore. It was very faint to begin with, and when you're like down here underground, I don't think you would hear it.
Okay, fair enough. Samuel's outside.
Betty, yes, I mean, if you like just kind of take your senses, because you haven't panicked yet, you can definitely look around here if you want to roll investigation.
I can use 2, can't I?
Yes, you can always use 2 for investigation, because apparently you're amazing at it. Being an investigative journalist. Who desires human blood. Right away, Betty, the first thing you notice is there's a small round table in front of where she has been positioned against the wall. She is being clasped in like chains and iron shackles against the wall, this stone wall. It looks like the basement is maybe being used as like a wine cellar in the past, because it's got one of those big wine racks on one side and a couple of barrels at the far side. But this small round table in front of her, there is like a dish, like a small wooden dish in front of it, and there's this thick, gooey, white substance kind of smeared around the edges of it, and it smells very sweet, almost like strawberries.
Oh, it everywhere's covered in this.
Not everywhere, just this bowl.
Ugh. Because the smell. She just kind of like, she looks at the woman again. She's like, you gotta snap out of that, and you gotta tell us, how did you get here? How did you get here?
How did I get here?
Yes, how did you get here?
Oh, I was just visiting.
Right, well, where's the exit? Where's the way out?
Huh? The what?
The way out. How do we get out?
Oh, up the stairs?
Yeah, where from the stairs? What stairs?
She turns to you, just blank stare, and Daniel's like, oh, can we leave now?
Yes, we can leave on what's called Lisa.
Okay. And she tries to step forward, but she's chained and just kind of shudders with the chains.
She's not our version of Jeannie, though, right? Does she have the eyelids or no?
Oh no, her eyelids are gone.
Yeah, so she's from here.
Yes, would seem so.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
She can't
she's
tell us the way back home.
isn't she?
Huh?
She's still like actively bleeding, or?
Yeah, but maybe she's sipped the juice, and that's how she's like. Found rationalizing it. She's sipped the juice.
I think yes, she would still be bleeding.
She might have been Jeannie, but she sipped the juice.
The juice.
So what's called? What do you remember?
Huh? Remember?
What do you remember? You're chained up here. Who chained you up?
It was wonderful.
What was wonderful?
It's always so wonderful, don't you think?
What's so wonderful? Tell me what's so wonderful.
Oh, you don't know.
I don't want to know about that wonderful, but I want to know about what's called how you got to here.
I was visiting. I told you.
Visiting who?
But he wouldn't let me leave, the man.
Who was the man?
It's okay. He brought me the rain.
Who was the man?
Everything's fine now.
Who was the man?
It's Patrick. Did you visit Patrick often?
Who's Patrick? She says, staring at you.
What did this man look like?
Huh?
What did the man look like? Snap out of it. What did the man look like?
Sorry, Jeff, upstairs. You're like, I don't know what you're doing with this guy, but he is still just against the wall, and he just kind of like slumps down, so he's just like sitting on the floor with his back against the wall, and he's just got this soft grin on his face. And this little.
Oh, you smiling for? Ain't nothing to be smiling for. Sorry.
No, sorry. Just this little trickle of blood down the corner of his mouth. Huh? Oh. Oh, you don't know.
Nope.
Oh, it's so divine and peaceful here.
Dear God. Self's into. Gonna leave you. Well, I'm not sure if I should leave you here because I don't want you to finish your little blood shake over here. Where's Daniel? Daniel's next to me.
No, we went down.
Yeah, they're downstairs.
You're the only one upstairs.
I imagine you're still You were standing upstairs at this guy still, but they all ran downstairs.
The door is officially destroyed because of my...
Yeah, the lock's busted open.
It's open.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Richard, meanwhile, says out loud, I wonder if the tree moved again. You know, just to throw some creepiness into the situation.
Janie just kind of like...
Okay, I got some. I'm so sorry.
No, you go.
Alright, so I'm like, alright, I'm gonna leave him here, but... Yeah, I'm gonna leave him here.
So you want to go downstairs?
Walk down to where...
Yeah, follow them. You go down there and you see Janie, wide eyes, eyelids cut off, like chained against the wall. Daniel's like up next to her. She's got a rag around her throat. And Richard's sort of like blocking between her and Betty.
What the hell? What?
Richard, unchain her.
Yeah, and find me something
Maybe she can show us where the exit is. Maybe she's the key and she can show us where we need to go.
Betty, I really don't think she's anything to do with the portals or getting back home.
I don't think she's in a fit state to even do anything.
Is there anything else that we can see? Is there any holes or anything that's like, you know, in the ground, or, you know, do we see anything that's like, a secret passageway or something? The ground is just like
hard packed dirt. The walls are like brickwork all the way around.
We go. Is there like? Does it look? Is there a hallway or a passage or corridor?
No, it's one like wine room cellar. That's what this is. It's just like a single room. I'm assuming you brought a light down here, and that's how you can see. Also, by the way.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, it'd be pitch black. Well, he would have. He would have had a candlelight down here anyway on the table. So yeah. But no, Betty, there's no other doorways or entrances or exits. There's a very small like basement window, just maybe like 4 inches high, on one side, which, you know, you can see out to the dirt beyond. But that's it.
Daniel, you said that the guy said that what's called to get to this machine thing, we needed to go through the mountains. Is that correct?
It's on the top of the mountain.
Okay.
It's their temple.
Okay, well, I suggest that we start doing that.
Janie's just like, the temple. Oh, it's so glorious.
Well, if it's so glorious, you can help us get to the temple.
Yes.
She has a cut in her throat. She's going to bleed out if we don't fix it.
We go to the temple and you can all take the rain.
No.
Oh, it's so peaceful and wonderful.
No.
Help find me some bandages or something. She's got a cut. She's bleeding.
Okay, fine. Just don't let Betty get near her, and Richard try and find some scraps.
I'm not going anywhere near her.
I'm not hungry.
So I do want to be sure, although you're going to not want it, Betty, or not want it to be happening, but you and Daniel will thirst for blood.
Yeah.
Why do I have to thirst for blood? I've not touched anything.
I can't tell you, but it's happening.
Spoilers.
I don't want to hear a crazy choir of children singing, but I am.
What was the spoilers?
You don't know. It's a mystery.
Oh.
Part of why you gotta investigate.
Yeah, I mean, you can vocalize your frustration or fear of it to the others. That's perfectly fine.
Yeah.
Why is it like that? Why is it that we both can smell blood?
Well, we don't know
Something
about Daniel.
happening.
Daniel's not said it out loud.
Yeah. But Daniel's also not touched anything or done anything, and yet not only do I smell and thirst for blood, but I'm also sweating apparently a very watery slime.
That looks
I'm
very
not
much like
quite
the
sure
tears.
about.
And you can hear the music.
Yeah. And I can hear the music that Richard was hearing, so, there's a lot of things going on right now. And none of us have the answers. So yeah, like, Daniel still is holding the rag and is trying to keep the bleeding stopped as best he can.
I mean,
but
the wound almost looks like somebody's like stabbed into her with a pen. That's the kind of like nature of the wound.
Jesus, she's still rocking, like conscious and talking.
Well, yeah, well, I mean, she's very out of it, so how much of that is
that's
blood loss or
that's
whatever,
fair.
you know.
But yeah, I mean, if it's still bleeding out, like Jesus, it's like in the neck too.
Yeah, just under the jaw, just under the jawline. There's your all attention is drawn to the sound of Patrick, who just kind of fumbles and does that thing where he falls, slides down the stairs, the last few steps, and kind of grabs himself before he hits the ground totally. I'm sorry. This must look very confusing to you all.
Patrick,
yes, it is.
I'm just like, because I'm like
Freaked out.
Want to know, freaked out about it. Like, why is it that I have a thirst for blood?
Patrick's just like, well, I have a theory on that. One moment. It takes a minute, like a solid minute, to just kind of gather himself and sit down at the little table.
Daniel's suddenly very aware that he left his fire poker upstairs.
When we cross, something we have to change. Otherwise, we couldn't be in a different dimension. And I think whenever this process happens, there's some sort of mutation occurs. I wasn't certain, apart from myself, but now that you're all here, perhaps we can confirm this theory. It was a day or so
mutation?
After I came here before I really realised what's happened to me. And the craving, the thirst I felt wasn't just the lack of water here. As I told Daniel, I took the rain because I was incredibly thirsty and hungry. And the rain satiated me for a short time before the craving returned. And then I realised I can't just have the rain, although I now need it for sustenance, but I need blood, human blood. And so, when he waves his hand in the direction of Jenny, I feed Jenny here the rain, and then I drink from her, so that I may too have the rain.
That's messed up. I want to get out of here. I want to go home. I need to get, I want to go to the top of the mountain, and I want to get out.
Well, we've got the singing tree outside. I don't think we're going to get very far.
That, when you say that...
I don't care about the singing tree. I want to just get out of here. I want to go.
You say that, she shouts at you. But you definitely get his attention, and he almost snaps out of his kind of trance and turns straight to you, Richard. What did you say?
The singing moving tree that's outside.
There are no trees here.
He'll turn and he looks at the... Is the window on the rear side of the house, that 4-inch window?
Let's say it is.
Yeah, so Richard will just walk over to it, literally as blasé as anything. He says, "Yeah, it's like the tree look at thing." And he's repeating the tree in the form that he definitely doesn't believe it's a tree, just the best way he can describe it. Yeah. So it's over there, and it looks all squirmy and weird moving.
He's not going to look panicked. He's too stoned on the rain for that. He takes his hand and just puts it on the candle, puts out the flame with the palm of his hand, such is his hurry. And he comes right over to you and peers out the window. When
Patrick.
Shh. When did you see this tree?
Upstairs.
But when? How long ago?
A few minutes.
Did it see you?
Can a tree see you?
Was it coming this way?
I think it moved left. And he kind of points in the direction of left, as in, with his finger he points. He moved left, that way.
He's peering out the window, his hands up against it. I don't see anything out there. Was it just one of them?
Well, I guess so.
I mean, we should...
I can't actually remember. I just remember you correcting me when I said trees. You said one.
Single,
so I guess one. Yeah.
Well, if we stay underground, we might be okay until it passes. If only you hadn't broken the door.
I'm very sorry to interrupt this moment and be an inconvenience, Patrick.
Yeah, apologies for that.
You said there was an angel.
Yes,
where is it?
I told you, the angel, they took it to the ritual site. We have much more immediate problems if there's one of the young out there.
What the fuck is the singing? Because I hear it too.
I don't know what singing you're talking about.
It's like a choir. Like, no, that's what I'm saying. It's like, a bunch of, squire.
It's like, don't be so loud. I don't.
Why? It's a tree.
It's not a tree.
What is it?
What is it?
It's one of the young, one of the children of Shunirath.
I had hopes. I'm sorry, I had thought it was one of the spawn and fucking creepy as hell.
Occasionally, I haven't seen it happen, but when some people take the reign, they are chosen or blessed, and their form changes and they become these huge creatures. They're like avatars or children of the thing in the sky, the Shunirath. There's been more and more of them lately, congregating ever since the angel arrived.
They're conjuring where?
The ritual site. It's on Timber Mountain, I told you.
Damn it! For those of you paying attention, that's the first time Daniel swore.
We should be alright, but I don't see it outside. And if it didn't see you or hear us, then it shouldn't come this way. We'll just have to hide underground here tonight. And he sits back in the chair.
Is Jeannie gonna survive whatever you've done to her?
Oh shit, yes. He gets up and steps over to her. Motions for you to stand aside?
Daniel fixes him with a very hard stare, but reluctantly pries his hands off her.
He goes up to her and then
steps away.
For a second. He puts one hand on each of her shoulders and then turns to you lot. Now, please understand, this isn't something I can help. This is something that had to happen. But she's going to be fine. And he goes up to the side of her neck, and just like Jeff saw already, you see his tongue all curled like a tube. It just darts out into her neck.
What the hell?
I think you can all accept Jeff roll stress.
Yeah, no, that's pretty fucking weird.
Some good holds.
I am surprised I've not gained one.
Yeah.
So Betty
did.
Based on your previous behaviour, your psychosis that you're going
not
to replace...
Not going to bite her, okay? I'm not going to do it, okay? I'm not having my character do it,
I'm
okay?
not saying you have to do that. I'm saying your psychosis is that you're going to replace one of your anchors with when you reset your stress. Because you can reset it back to 1 by scoring out an anchor.
Yes, I'm going to reset.
And replace it with a psychosis. But this is the psychosis and you'll act this out just now. Your psychosis is a violent outburst. Now you can direct it at whoever you want, roleplay wise. But when your psychosis triggers, you're going to get violent and start attacking someone.
What character's Callum again?
Why would you attack Richard?
Because Richard took us down to this portal.
Okay, because you're blaming him for everything. Okay.
Yeah.
It's your fault.
Just now you're going to go into a psychosis, but later, once you kind of calm down and come back to reality, when the insanity passes, you go back into 1 stress, okay? But you're going to lose one of your anchors.
Yes, my anchor I'm using is my grandmother.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so
that's fine.
At this moment, so he leans over and you all clearly see this happen, and he sucks on our blood for just a second. And then Betty, you just lose it and you attack Richard. So what happens?
Yeah, I'm just shaking him, going, "This is your fault. This is your fault."
I'm guessing you're proper screaming the place down as well.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm just like, I'm just like so. I went from 0 to 100 because I'm just so pissed off at him, like really pissed off. I'm like, this is your fault.
You're screaming.
This definitely will startle the hell out of Richard.
He's like, are you not seeing what he's doing? Why are you attacking me?
like the pure stress.
The screaming also startles Patrick, who kind of like stops what he's doing, turns around, and when he turns around, just the look of this tongue proboscis thing, like a mosquito darting in and out of his mouth with blood dripping off it, just makes him look coupled with the way his eyes look, it's just incredibly unnerving for all of you. And then Betty's screaming and shaking Richard, and then you're all going to have to roll stress because the whole ground just vibrates like a heavy footstep.
So I've taken my stress off now.
You do not need to roll, Betty, because you are still temporarily insane just now, so you can't go any further at the moment.
Fucking 2 for 1! I didn't even get a chance to roleplay the 3 to 4. Now I'm already 4 fucking back. Shit, man.
Jeff, you need to roll stress too.
I'm good.
I didn't ask you.
I know.
You're fine.
As I said, I'm good.
So it's like that moment with Jurassic Park, the T-Rex, you know, the boom, the big step.
Oh yeah. Do we see like the liquid in the bowl ripple?
Yes, sure.
It's probably blood.
The bowl that was on the table just kind of moves a bit, like just tremors.
What the hell is that?
Betty's still screaming and shaking Richard.
Oh, I go over to restrain Betty. Unfortunately, my hands are still covered in Jeannie's blood, but part of the restraint is I'm going to try to hold a hand over Betty's mouth. I'm not doing this on purpose. I'm just trying to keep her quiet.
I'm pushing you away. I just like kick you away.
Yeah.
I'm just like.
I imagine, it's like you're, like we could potentially overpower you, but you are several men and a woman, right? Not unheard of, but you are making it practically impossible.
Yeah.
But
because I've basically booted you away, Daniel, and
you boot him in the shin. She boots you hard in the shin, Daniel, which is obviously painful.
Yeah.
Yep, that hurts.
But I mean, Jeff and Richard, you are holding it together. Daniel, you freak out.
Yeah, that is.
Like Richard is trying his best to calm Betty down. Like he probably grabs the hands and then is getting like head butted or kicked and stuff like that and trying to like get her to stop.
I think she's just like whacking your head off the what's called the
arms
ground.
flailing
She's
everywhere.
just kind of going.
She's trying to like push you back and pin you and all that, and you're like yelling and stuff. Yes, you're gonna get all scratched and maybe a little bruised, Richard. But I mean, like you said, I mean, you can overpower Betty.
Right, so can I put my stress down to 0 of like the grandmothers did? So yeah.
Well, okay, but there's when you like get the chance to calm down, but I don't think this moment is a good moment for it.
It's a bit intense at the moment.
So what do you do, Jeff, while all this is happening?
Well, when it came to the whole tongue thing, try to yank that out. Like, hey, stop that!
He's yank his tongue out?
Oh, his tongue out of the woman's body.
Oh, I mean, yeah, he turns around because of Betty screaming, and then there's a droomph, and then he just like looks. Now he looks panicked. I mean, his eyes are wide staring, but the rest of his expression.
Oh, okay, wait. Let me rewind the tape. I'm like, what the hell is that?
It's the.
Does that noise make me stop?
Oh, you don't even know it's Betty.
No.
You're too much.
Yeah.
Anyway,
you're gone.
Back to roleplay.
Like, I think, Laura, your character is just gone until otherwise.
Yeah, you're
like my character was gone until otherwise.
Yeah, you're hysterical.
Until
at the moment.
something snaps you out of it, which might happen soon. Yes. So, Jeff. Yes. You turn right. What were you saying to him? Sorry, I lost track there.
Okay, back to action now. You said we hear rumbles. I go, okay, what the hell is that?
Oh yeah.
Should we running?
He's like, no, there's nowhere to run. If it's outside, we need to be
what
quiet. We need to shut her up.
Okay, so Operation Be Quiet. All right, I go to Betty. Snap out of it.
I think you just like slap her in the face.
Well,
I'm sorry for slapping you.
Up to him if he does that or not.
I do the shake first, the man shake. Snap out of it, you know.
Ah, the airplane shake.
That's exactly what I was thinking of.
I feel like she's now, like, he's shaking her and she's now, like, back to neutral. She's gone back
Oh,
to
that's up to
neutral.
the guy.
I feel like you would need a shock to get you to snap back into
I was going
reality.
to say, as he like comes over to you, Betty, like that, that's not going to be enough to like snap you out of it. Perhaps the sound of the crunching and the snapping and the glass breaking upstairs snaps you out of it. It sounds like the house upstairs is collapsing.
Oh my goodness. We need to get out of here.
Everyone is stunned
we
into
need-
silence for a moment.
Tell me, it's the we're in the basement though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're in the basement.
Okay, so how's the ceiling look? I mean, does it look like it's being caved in or?
No.
No, but the music changed.
Okay, so I cover Betty's mouth and we hide maybe under the stairs.
Oh, for fuck's sake, this song's called The Wrath of God.
And I whisper
Well,
that
I'm safe.
Betty, listen. Betty, listen to me. I'm gonna let my hand away. If you scream, shout, or anything, whatever's up there is going to kill us.
Okay.
Stand.
The message is loud and clear.
I put your stress
How do I know that you said yes? My hand's over your face.
Put your stress at 1, Betty, because it never goes lower than 1. So.
Okay.
But yeah, that will bring you out of it, Betty. And Jeff, you usher under the stairs, because it's just these little wooden stairs that you just came down on. I think Patrick also kind of like follows your lead and also like huddles under the stairs, kind of just like crouched down quietly. This isn't actually the tune that I wanted, but I can't remember which one is the one. There's a moment of silence after the crashing happens, and then there's a deep, long creak, snapping wood sound directly above you all.
Yeah, I don't know if there's enough room for Daniel to be hiding under the staircase, so I think Daniel's actually going to just kind of huddle up in a corner next to where Jeannie's kind of chained up.
Okay, yep.
Under the table or something?
Okay, I mean, Richard, you can go under the little table that's there if you want. Daniel, you go over to where Janie is against the wall.
Just kind of off to the side, like in the corner. Like not really hiding under anything, but just kind of huddled in the corner.
Yeah, so there's long creaking snapping sound, and then it happens again a second later, and this time there is like dust down from the ceiling as it all kind of like shifts and move above you. You can hear like kind of scratchy noise, something scraping all over the place frantically against the floorboards, and this kind of shrill grating kind of sound a second later that kind of like comes and goes like a Doppler effect. And Janie just kind of like is looking upwards with a big smile on her face. It's the Blessed One.
Oh.
Richard
No.
is mouthing, along the lines of like, not what she said, but the fact that she's making loud noises.
Yeah. Daniel's gonna try to quickly stand up and just hand over her mouth.
Sure, she's about to kind of like try to step forward and rattle the chains as you like jump up and put her hand over her mouth.
Yeah.
She's
just trying to pin her.
She just like hums under your hand. Like, there's another like creak, snap, like deeper and more direct right above you all this time. You can probably see the bulge of the roof downwards by several inches. What do you want to do?
Daniel's gonna start praying to himself quietly. Out of options, just the Lord's Prayer. Fuck it.
Now you did have the shotgun and the pistols in your truck out front. Just one, but you never brought the dynamite with you. One of the reasons why I asked so much in the other episode.
Did she not have the lighter?
You have a lighter, yes.
I have the spray.
You don't have the spray.
And it's a tree.
There's no spray.
Why would you have a spray with you?
Yeah, you don't have any spray.
Yes, I have the spray, the deodorant spray.
No, you don't have deodorant spray. What are you talking about?
Yes, I do have deodorant spray because they
Why
did
would
have
you take deodorant spray
Yeah,
into the cave?
Yeah, you wouldn't be carrying it with
But
you.
I would
That's my
still
point.
be
It'd be in your
excuse me,
suitcase back in the motel.
I carry deodorant as a woman. I carry deodorant everywhere I go. I always have a can of deodorant
Well, your
in my
bag
bag.
is up in the
Sorry,
truck anyways. Doesn't matter.
Like, as a woman, do you normally go into caves with a can of deodorant?
Well, I have been in a cave with a can of deodorant in my bag. Yes.
It doesn't matter because your bag's up in the truck anyway.
Yeah.
So what would you like to do?
Is there any like bottles with like paper we could like throw at them with get the lighter and throw at them?
What? We're underneath it. We can't see it.
Right. Okay. We have that wee window, don't we? Well, that's our way out, isn't it?
The 4-inch high window.
Yeah.
Maybe Betty can get out, but do you know how big 4 inches is?
What if we what's called kicking the balls? Is there anything that's like, you know?
You're underground.
Like
The
as if
walls are
it's-
just brick, and then it's going to be dirt.
Alright, okay.
You're in the basement, remember?
Okay. I vote that we just send what's called she's dead anyway. So let's just send her upstairs and see what happens to her, and then that's how we can gauge on what's gonna happen.
Betty is completely psychopathic.
I'm not
Oh, this
gonna
works for the
put
character now.
subtitles of it
Just-
still.
I want you to consider you're gonna have to convince the priest to willingly sacrifice the life of someone who's basically an innocent.
Yeah, so the priest,
Yeah.
an innocent mechanic, an innocent traveling salesman, the
Yeah.
cattle keeper that has been feeding on this woman for God knows how long to sacrifice it. I mean, I don't know how that would work, but that's a tough fight.
Well, can we try and see if we can sneak out?
Yeah, we absolutely can, but we're all trying to be quiet at the moment.
You can all attempt to do whatever you like. So if you want to try sneaking out, that's
No,
you can do that.
let's just lay low very quietly.
Okay, so you want to lay low. What about everyone else?
Yeah.
Richard is paralyzed with fear. He's staring at the stairs, hoping that he doesn't see something, but he can't help but not stare at the door at the top of the stairs.
Yeah, Richard probably hasn't blinked for a while. But Daniel, for his part, he's pinning Jeannie against the wall, trying to keep the rattling to a minimum, hand over her mouth, just his own eyes are very close, like clenched shut, and he is just reciting the Lord's Prayer over and over and over again. Very quietly mouthing it to himself.
Okay, what about Jeff?
I am staying quiet and waiting for the outcome.
Okay.
As for...
So it sounds like we're just waiting.
Sorry, as for... I thought you had something else you wanted to say. No? Okay.
No, I don't know.
Okay, sure. So if everyone's trying to keep quiet, I think Daniel is the only one who has the risk of it not being quiet because you're trying to keep someone else quiet. So Daniel, you can make me a roll.
Oh, okay.
I don't want to put any pressure on you, but everyone's survival might depend on this roll.
Okay, cool. So like a dice roll, like an other actions kind of dice roll.
Other action, yeah.
Yeah, just the one dice, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, you can reroll as many times as you want, but yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm at 4.
Wait, hold up. I just want to throw out, like, surely as a priest you're used to consoling people and helping calm your flock. So surely you may be starting to whisper some form of prayer or something. Like maybe that gives him an extra one to try and calm the situation down.
See, the issue is she's calm. Daniel's not.
Daniel also thirsts for her blood and he's like right up against her bleeding neck.
And
Okay,
I'm
fair.
like
I
really
forgot about
close
the blood.
to the source. Yeah. It's all over my hands. I've been smelling it. I'm like right here at the source. I could just,
You can maybe even feel your tongue starting to like curl into shape in anticipation.
Oh, I don't know. You know, just.
You're fine.
That's don't fuck with me. Is that good, or do I need a reroll?
You succeed. Yeah.
Fuck you. I'm rerolling anyways. Fuck
no,
you.
You don't need to. You're fine. You manage to keep her still, and keep yourself calm enough that you don't panic. And it takes some time. You hear the skittering, and a few times it gets kind of uncomfortably close to like the top of the stairs. But eventually it kind of recedes, and the pressure, the weight on the ceiling kind of shifts and moves. And it's like hours before you feel like it's maybe moved far enough away that it would be safe to actually vocalize anything. And because your adrenaline's up so high for so long, you're going to be utterly exhausted at the end of that experience.
Daniel just goes from like standing there against her and the wall, just shaking visibly, and he finally just slows the shaking, and he just full on collapses on his ass.
By the time
like, he doesn't even have the strength.
Sorry,
doesn't even have the strength to sit up.
By the time this has happened as well, Janie and Patrick have both come out of their state that they're in. Their pupils are back to normal kind of size. And Patrick seems more kind of like with it and present in the moment, and so does Janie. It's like, but Janie doesn't seem as scared as you all are, and she's kind of confused. She's like, "There's nothing to be scared about. Shanira means there's no harm."
Oh, okay. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Native is just gonna get us to try and drink that rain. That's what Shanita's gonna do.
Why? I don't understand. How have you not drank the rain? Who are you people? Why am I tied up here, being fed upon in this way?
Well, you can ask this guy here. He'll tell you.
Patrick apologetically, talks to Janie and explains to her, not for the first time, you're guessing by the nature of the conversation, that he doesn't mean her any harm, but this is the only way he can take the rain. But Janie's wound seems to be healing very rapidly. Like, it's already like, not stitched over is not the right term. But it stops bleeding, and then you can see the skin is doing that, when you've got like a deep cut or scab, and it's all that like yellowy, sticky way before it's like forms the crust stuff. It's doing that. It's like you can see it's healing.
Doing that at like super speed.
Yes. Patrick, once that passes, and Patrick goes round and sticks his head out the top of the stairway, and he comes back down. He's like, it's at the far end of the ranch now, as far as I can see out there. If we remain quiet and hidden, it should wander off. Perhaps it would be best if we just slept down here tonight.
What's Jeannie's reaction to this?
I mean, she's kind of helpless, and she's probably like confused about who you people are or why you're here.
For sure.
But maybe Daniel has recognised this behaviour more so than the rest of you, the kind of fervent religious faith that can just like see people through the most difficult circumstances, and she's obviously got a lot of that in her and doesn't think anything too bad can happen to her or that she's going to get through it.
Oh man. Recognizing that, Daniel kind of smiles, but that is just like, oh no, that's wrong god. Wrong god, wrong world.
If you will allow him, Patrick will go up the stairs to retrieve blankets for you.
Oh, okay. At some point, like, Richard will probably go, I'm probably not going to sleep, so I'm going to regret asking this because I'm definitely not going to sleep. What would that thing have done to us if it caught us?
Are you asking Patrick this?
Yes.
He just shake his head. He's like, I just know I don't want to find out.
Oh, that's probably the best answer I could have got.
I haven't seen many of those things, but I've seen a handful of them this past week, all heading in the same direction. It points westward, where you heard the singing from. Sorry, eastward.
Samuel, singing is calling to them.
Patrick ascends the stairway, comes back 5 minutes later or so, with a big armful of blankets and a couple of cushions, and just like throws them down to you all. That's the best I can do just now. We should make ourselves comfortable, he says, and kind of stretches out in one corner.
Daniel, when strength kind of returns to his limbs, he'll sit himself up back against one of the walls, and he'll just staring at the bent cross in his hand, and the kind of probably the now dried blood by this point in time still coating his fingers. So he just kind of like curls up as tight as he can back against the wall, but he is not laying down.
I feel like, would it be quite obvious that he's doing that, like staring at his hand?
Oh yeah.
Right. Richard will misunderstand the situation. Not that you're thirsting for blood, but that you're traumatized, and he'd come over and he'd probably sit beside you and probably start trying to cheer you up, and along the lines of just sort of saying like, hey, you know, you did a great thing, you were trying to save their life, they're alive because of your great work, you did a fantastic job. He's singing your praises, totally misunderstanding the situation.
Yeah. I think he's just like, well, he's doing this right in this heartfelt conversation, but he's just like, shut up. She's just like really, really pissed off. She's just like, because like that's her thing. She's like, when she can't get into the sort of investigation, and and she's trapped in a corner, this out of fear, she's just like, she lashes out, just like, shut up. Just kind of like so annoyed.
What's Jeff like? Jeffrey?
Knows, man. Too much is going on. I'm just like, I want to go home.
So he's going to get those blankets, bring them down to you to rest here and for the next few hours till morning, or what passes for morning in this place. Are you quite content to just bed down here for now and try to rest?
Content's a strong word.
Yeah, I don't think she's like really sleeping. She's just kind
of course not. But you will be utterly drained, exhausted because of the amount of adrenaline you've gone through. Like your body is going to demand rest.
Yeah. If anything, Daniel will eventually succumb to sleep, but he'll probably fall asleep while still sitting against the wall, like knees up and shit.
And in comfortable positions, you find yourself waking up all the time to like readjust. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. You'll just like pass out at one point or another just from sheer exhaustion, even though you're not going to get like a steady sleep because you'll be uncomfortable and cold and all the rest of it. I don't know which of you will stir first, but maybe all of you because you're all just like half asleep. When Patrick is like getting up and you can see him like putting his boots on and tying his laces.
Where are you going?
I need to go into town for the morning.
Are you going to help us get out of here, going to the top of the mountain?
Yes, I explained to Daniel when he arrived. I'll speak to some of the members of the congregation and try to introduce them to the idea that you're not seekers, that you're not a threat, and to see if I can gain us access to the ritual site with permission. I mean, we can always go there without permission, but it would be far safer if we weren't having to look over our backs.
Daniel will straight up like grab Patrick's arm. What if they don't accept that? and something happens to you.
I mean, if something happens to me, something's already happened to me. But we don't have much time. You only have a couple of days before you'll die of thirst in this place, unless you take the rain and then you can't leave. So if I can't convince them, we're just going to have to improvise.
Could you at least tell us how to get the machine working, just in case?
I mean, I have notes upstairs, but it's taken me years to understand what I think I understand. I'm not sure I can explain it to you so you can make it work. It's a very complicated process. It's not just about setting a few knobs and dials. Wait, did you not say you had the missing piece?
Yeah.
Jeffrey.
I take out the. I'm like this.
Yes. Can I have it?
I'll hold on to it till you come back. Then you can have it.
You can see him visibly kind of down. Yes.
Look, I'm sorry.
I understand. That's quite alright.
Look, I did say yes. Just when you're done, you can.
I will need to take time to speak to the others when I'm in town, so I can't come back right away like I would normally. Janie may... She'll start to suffer because she won't have the rain right away this morning. There's not much you can do for her to make her comfortable until I get back. I'll try to be as quickly as possible, but if I'm trying to talk to people and not arouse suspicion, I have to take my time.
Out of character, is the rain still going or is it over?
There's no rain. It hasn't rained.
Oh, okay.
He goes to the top of the stairs, looks around, and comes back down. On the plus side, I think that creature has moved on. I don't see it on the hillside to the east, although they don't move very fast. But it has had several hours, so hopefully it's out of earshot. But I would keep the noise down just in case. You never know when there might be another one. Try to keep quiet and keep out of sight. There are also pilgrims that make their way along the highway to the ritual site. Increasingly so in the past few days. They shouldn't come by this way, but you never know. And he says, good luck, and then he leaves. Gets in his truck, starts up the engine, and drives off towards town. What would you guys like to do?
I would like to have a broken weapon that can save us all. You asked.
You just have a shotgun, 2 handguns in the truck with ammunition.
I mean, shotgun can go many ways, but in a dark game, no.
It's better than nothing.
Alright, let's do the Doom thing.
Rip and tear.
Well, that's how you are, but we can do that too.
So you guys going out of the basement? I mean, what do you want to do here?
Wait a minute, I didn't like how you said that.
Yeah, I'll kind of poke my head up top.
I mean, the fact that it's supposed to be morning, looking around, you're like, this looks just like it looked last night. There's nothing here to indicate that it's morning and not night. You can,
It looks pinkish.
No, I mean, the sky's still filled with the same thing. There's still no light coming through, really. It's just the faintest
There's no
light coming through. It just kind of gives you that twilight, earliest break in the morning sort of look.
Because there's no stars, no sun, just the sky.
Will there be some light they'll get through somewhere enough to illuminate things a little bit, and obviously, so it's not pitch black. But yeah, it's very, very, very weak. Yeah, but I mean, looking up top, you can see the floor where these giant footsteps have like crushed furniture. You can see the wall where it's all, in the roof where it's all like caved in, where the thing is like came in from the rear and then like wandered out again through the kitchen. And that's all just like destroyed.
Is there any like really well preserved footprints, like in the dirt, just to see the shape of it?
Well, I mean, all the indentation that would be like footprints is also filled with this thick green goo that smells like battery acid.
Jeez Louise.
But I mean, as for shape, give me an investigation roll. Kind of determine. I mean, it's big and round. If you want more than that, you could risk stress.
Nah, I'm good. I don't. It's not that important to know how many toes the fucking monster has.
Thought you had to have everything, but yeah, these big shallow pools of green battery acid.
That honestly worries me more.
Good thing you succeeded that roll. Could have been a shorter game. I didn't think you would be screaming, making noise right at that moment, but hey.
Well, I mean, some of us had some mental fucking breakdowns, and also we were watching a mosquito man eat, alright? It's fucked.
I wouldn't speak too badly about the mosquito man right now.
No, I'm not. Daniel's very polite. He's just having a bad time.
Yeah, but yeah, so what would you like to do? Or how
Like,
are you feeling at the moment?
Hungry, probably.
Yeah, definitely that. Gonna get really difficult to resist.
Stomach growling. You and Betty kind of look towards Janie, wondering.
Yeah.
If it really gets that bad, could you? I mean, you couldn't drink
Daniel's
her
into-
because she's had the rain.
Oh, that's not a good thought at all. Daniel just looks at Jeannie, has that thought, and then she just kind of slowly drifts to the others. Nope.
What about you, Jeff? What are you doing? You going up above ground?
Yeah.
Okay, so you and Daniel above ground, the others are still under for the moment, yeah?
Yeah.
Alright. So Jeff, I mean, you see a blonde woman standing as if she's like hanging up clothes, although you don't see any clothes or a clothesline in the yard. And Daniel, you're above ground, you will see her too, again, in that kind of ghostly, semi-transparent sort of vision. She's wearing a long green skirt and a white top.
Does she look familiar to me?
Nope.
Okay, that's somewhat comforting, I think.
So imagine, Daniel, you were up looking at the pools in the ground and stuff. Didn't really pay attention.
Yeah.
Jeff, you come upstairs and you look over and you see this woman standing there doing something in the yard. And then Daniel, you turn around because you hear Jeff getting upstairs, and when you turn around, you also catch sight of her as well. So what do you do?
Well, she's facing away from us, though, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not going to call out to her, but I am definitely just watching.
What about you, Jeff?
And because he's the priest, and if he goes up,
I mean, you see her, and then he turns and sees her. Do you say anything to each other, or do you yell to her? Do you go over to her?
either she's delusional, either of them are good. Thoughts, priest?
Okay,
Daniel will just kind of whisper, like, I saw someone that looked like that working on a. Actually, I'll look for the car. That's still there.
Yes, when this creature has wandered through the kitchen out the other side of the building, it has missed the vehicle, so the car is still sitting there, untouched.
Just the other day, night, fuck, I don't know. There was a ghost that looked sort of like how she is, translucent and kind of glowing, but he was working on the car. And then he just gone, vanished. I don't know if he's a ghost or what that is.
Betty, Richard, do you go upstairs above ground?
Richard will.
You got Richard, and the two of them are just staring at the front yard. Who knows what they're staring at? You can hear you and Daniel can hear the music still, off in distance.
I guess he'll just, I imagine Richard just sort of walks, and he'll walk through where the blonde girl is, like just literally just walk towards and through her to start staring off to the music.
Oh, sorry, she'll be on the opposite side of the building from that. She's out front, like the front yard where the trucks and stuff are. But if you went over to where your truck is, where your stuff was, you would walk
right,
through.
So
her.
I just was basically wanting to walk through her to go to the vehicles.
Yeah. You guys
obviously he doesn't know where it is. But...
Yeah, you guys watch him as he's walking over to her. Maybe you think he's going to speak to her, and then Richard just walks right through her, and then she disappears.
Just kind of look towards Jeffrey, like, you saw that, right?
Jeff.
She just said yes. Did you hear it?
No.
Nope.
I'm like, I wish I didn't, but I did. Is it bad for me to say I'm hungry in this world?
It's been about a day, but there's nothing for us to eat here.
That's why I'm worried.
You hear bells tolling in the distance.
What's the lady doing?
She went poof to dust.
Unless you mean Janie downstairs, who Betty is downstairs with still. And when you're alone with her, Betty...
I'm going upstairs.
You didn't say that.
I said that. I said I went upstairs.
As you're going upstairs, she not whispers to you, but says in a quiet, hushed tone, "Hey, lady, you gotta get me out of here."
Nope, I'm going upstairs. Bye.
Oh my god.
Psycho.
Yep.
You hear chains rattling, Betty, as you go up the stairs. When you get up there, Richard's over the truck. Daniel and Jeff are kind of standing there staring at each other in a weird way. What do you do?
We can either A, go follow the bells, or we find a way out.
Are the bells chiming in the direction of the mountain, or no?
Yes, but also to the south, which is where the town is.
Right, Beatty, or technically Rhyolite.
Well, Beatty and then further along Rhyolite, yeah.
Yeah. So I think on this side, Beatty's the one that's the ghost town.
Well, there were people in Beatty, it just wasn't as big as Rhyolite. Rhyolite was like a town.
Oh, okay.
Can I see as well, do we see any replicas of ourselves? Like, as in, do I see a replica of
you haven't seen a replica.
Richard?
You haven't seen like doppelgangers of yourselves yet, no.
Okay.
But also remember, none of you are from Beatty.
Yeah.
So I mean, it might occur to you that if you do have a double here, it might not be in this place.
And one of the things the FBI said was somebody with my name and voice was like, "Nope, I never left."
Oh well, I mean, you're going to tell everyone that happened? Because you haven't told them yet.
No, I mean, that of all the things, I don't feel like Daniel would be thinking of that at the moment.
Okay, it's because...
Unless somebody mentions doppelganger.
So did that not happen to Jeffrey?
Yeah, but they haven't told each other.
Yeah.
Unless somebody else mentions doppelgangers, yeah, that doesn't seem relevant to current situation.
I mean, Betty could bring up about you having doppelgangers, this conversation which gets up there. That's up to you.
Yeah. Do you think we'll find our doppelgangers here since you guys have doppelgangers?
Wait, we have doppelgangers?
Right?
Well, yeah, Jeffrey heard, his voice at the other end of a phone line with his wife.
Yeah, about that, Daniel. Out of character, you heard about that, right?
No, I didn't.
Okay, here's the story. Oh yeah, about that. Don't remind me. Yeah, I went to go call my wife, and somebody who was acting like me was there. I didn't want to scare my wife, so I called the cops to make an awareness check.
Yeah, the FBI mentioned that they also spoke to someone claiming to be me.
What is going on? I know you can't answer that. I can't answer it either, so we are
Like, the damage to the house is like the whole like upstairs collapsed or no?
So it came in from the rear, so all the like bedrooms were destroyed because we just slammed into them and then moved along the end of the building and just destroyed them in sequence, including the end room before moving out and away. I mean, there'll be like parts of the room where the door is and stuff maybe left, but the majority of it will be collapsed.
Okay. Well, Daniel's going to make a careful attempt to rummage around the wreckage and try to find things that he can hope only assume to be from that room. Yeah.
If anyone wants to help him, they can also do investigation.
All right, let's do this.
So lucky, Daniel.
I definitely want to try as well. Can I chime in?
Yep, of course, anyone can.
Yeah.
It's the only other room we don't. Okay, come on now.
I imagine Richard is trying to distract. He's like having a conversation with you guys as you're trying to
standing talking to them when they're picking stuff up. Yeah. You want to try helping?
Let's go.
Betty?
Yeah.
So you get 2 dice. Let's see if you make the lucky find. Yes.
Why do I always get the sixes? Jesus Christ.
Love it. Right.
Stop rolling.
So, I mean, Richard, you're just yapping, to deal with things. Maybe helps also keep everyone's spirits up a little bit. Daniel, you find it's like the top half of like a large, heavy wooden chest with the lock still like attached to the hinge of it, but the whole thing's obviously been smashed apart. And on the inside of the lid of that thing, there's lots of like scratches and grooves. Very, very light scratches and grooves, but scratches nonetheless. Like fingernails.
Okay.
Jeff, you are going to find... You're going to find like photographs of 2 people that you assume is a couple. One is like this young, attractive blonde woman, but she's got the bulging eyes like everyone else here. And the other is a very broad-shouldered, tall-looking man with quite a serious-looking face. And they'll be like cracked glass because it's been smashed and stuff. Betty, in one of the pools of acid, you see what must be a pair of bodies that are like half melted down to the bones.
Oh my goodness, I bet you say it's my gran, isn't it?
Roll stress for me, please.
Okay.
I don't think it's that.
Yeah, you're gonna like freak out. But it's just like a couple of bodies, like a man and a woman. You can tell from the clothing, from what remains. There's like a leg sticking out the edge of the pool. These bodies have fallen into the acid at some point, and the acid has like dissolved them down to the bone. And it's just this kind of bloody mulch all around the edge of them. But you are like, you don't need to act on it, but you're going to be consumed.
No. I'll tell you what, Femi. My reaction is to go to Richard again and just like shake him again. There's such a fault again.
Yeah, that's fair.
Just like, yeah, I'm just like...
What really sets you off is you're not even like repulsed at the sight of the bodies, but you're repulsed at your desire to like pick it up and start like devouring it. The remnants that are poking out.
No, I'm not devouring it.
I know you're not. I'm saying you're not, but that's what's causing you to freak out, is that desire.
You want to, yeah.
I mean, you don't want to, but your body wants to. Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's yeah.
So I'm just shaking Richard as my substitute.
Okay, so Richard just standing there, just talking behind Jeffrey and stuff, blah 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 blah. Try like, and then Betty just like storms over to you and like grabs you again.
Jesus Christ.
Not screaming this time, thankfully.
Sorry, I was muted. I feel like Richard is done with this and sees Richard approaching him with a face of thunder and says, "Don't. Betty, don't. I'm warning you, don't." If he tries, he will probably slap her across the face or something.
I was picturing more like
But I think
Kurt
she's
Russell?
more like...
You know Kurt Russell when he's like, don't like waving his finger, but like moving away at the same time and just like running away from it basically.
Oh, that's more funny. You know what? Yes.
She chases you around the truck a couple of times. Like an overboard when she's like angry with Kurt Russell.
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously you guys will see what Betty discovers as well because it's not like hidden or anything. But she spots it first.
Does Daniel have the urge to eat it? Does he not have to roll for that?
He doesn't have to roll for it, but he will have the urge.
Yeah. Does the scraps of clothing match the photo?
Probably not exactly, no. And the bodies are too dissolved for you to really ascertain if it's the same people. But
the couple in the photos, their eyes are both, from here.
Of this place, yeah.
Yeah.
When is this guy coming back?
Well, he just left, so I bet you it'll be a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, is there anything particular you want to do after you've looked around?
Not have Betty scream at him.
Yeah, but
I mean, you can just
like
wait out if you want, if you don't have any other things you want to do.
I'm just trying to the chest lid that I have. Is that large enough to fit a couple bodies?
Yep.
The scratching on the inside means that they were at the very least alive when this was locked.
Mm-hmm.
Kid Patrick is not making it easy to trust him.
Once the bells kind of stop ringing in the distance, you can hear Janie shouting up from the cellar.
Go and see what she's shouting about.
Please, you have to let me go.
Why? I go down there too, cause is she like really loud?
Not super loud, obviously. She's not super loud. She's just yelling loud enough so that you can hear her. Once you come down the stairs, she's going to not shout. She'll just speak to you. She'll be like, please, look, I don't know who you people are. I don't know why you're here. I don't know what you have to do with this guy that has locked me up. But I can't be kept a prisoner like this. It's not right. I'm a good, faithful woman of the church. I work hard. I have a family. You have to let me go. They've already summoned for this morning's feeding. I need to be there.
Well, I think Patrick will return and let you have some of the rain.
Yes, and then stick his whatever that is into my neck again. It's blasphemous.
I just basically say to Jeffrey and Richard to let her go, but to keep her away from me and Daniel, but just to let her go.
Wait, what if she says something and Patrick gets captured?
Yeah,
he's our only way out.
So she's like,
that's true.
I promise I won't say anything. I'll be like, I was never here. Please, I just want to go home to my family.
Man.
It's up to Jeffrey and Richard at this point. I'm taking nothing to do with it.
I mean, he hasn't really done anything bad. Right.
I wouldn't exactly call this good either.
No. Can you imagine? And I'm just putting it the other opposite way, as in in our world there was somebody that was sucking the blood on somebody, This is her world, and and she's a different sort of, a human being, but a different sort. She's a, she's something, And this can't be, a life for her,
Exactly. I'm a person. I mean, we might be slightly different, but we're all people, right? Look, you said you needed to get to the ritual site. I can take you to the ritual site. I can have them take you to the ritual site. I'll tell them you rescued me from this madman, and I'll explain to them you're obviously not seekers. You would have harmed me otherwise. He's the demon.
But we need him to leave this place. And he can't help what's happened to him either.
You think a man is going to help you any more than a god? We go to the ritual site and we will pray to Shunirath, and she will allow you to pass through, or whatever it is you need to happen. She's a being of divine and infinite wisdom. Like, there's nothing that she can't do.
It's your call. I'm not, whatever, you three think.
I say we wait, and maybe we can talk to Patrick when he gets back about letting her go.
Okay, so let's be honest here. We have a crazy cult and a crazy cult lady, no offense, and we have a guy that's feeding them. The guy that's feeding them is wanting to help us. The person, the crazy cult lady, probably wants to get us killed. Both potentially want us killed. Now, which of the devil we know, the devil we don't, the devil what? Both situations ain't great.
I just need to know if you're going to act on her before
Richard
Patrick gets back.
is leaning towards keeping her here.
I bet.
Yeah.
Beth is voting not to take action, if that's the majority vote. So it's down to Jeff and Daniel.
I'm kind of hungry because no, actually I take that back. No, I'm not, because anything can happen, and I don't want our situation to get worse. So let's not let her go.
I don't feel good about it at all, but yeah, don't let her go.
So despite her continued pleas and bargaining, you are going to not let her go. Sorry, Jeff. Richard.
And Richard will look at Betty and it's like, for some reason, you're out for my blood too. But by not making a choice, that also makes you agreeing to this situation. I guess I've stunned them into silence.
So the better part of an hour will pass. And you are just making yourself comfortable, trying to pass the time.
Yeah.
Okay. Use here. Beep 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 beep. Car horn beeping repeatedly, frantically. You see the headlights coming up the road off the highway towards you. Big dust trail behind it. It comes in at
that
full
is not
speed.
A good sign.
It is Patrick's truck, and it pulls up full speed and swerves in, and he's like beep beep beep.
Approach.
I feel, if I'm going to be honest, Richard, as the vehicle's approaching, Richard would say, "Oh, this is not good. We probably should get in one of these trucks right now." He's making a fuck ton of noise. He's got his lights. He's flashing them, and he did make out that we don't want to make too much noise for the monsters approaching. If he's making a lot of noise, there's something really bad's happening. We should maybe get ready to just get the fuck out of here.
As he swerves in front of the building, and he's just beeping. He's yelling at his window, Daniel.
Yeah.
Calling you?
Guys, we've got to go. There's no time.
What about the girl downstairs?
We have to leave her.
Oh, no. Say less.
And in the truck he goes. Richard's just getting in the truck.
Yeah, that's twice.
I'm guessing it's depending if it's getting in the truck with Patrick or getting in the truck that we have. Whichever everyone's going into.
We're just kind of let's just get in there. Just we want to go home.
Okay.
So,
does anyone jump in the truck with Patrick, or do you all jump in your own truck?
I
feel
Richard is probably automatically getting in the truck with Patrick.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, he just said, get in. We go into his truck.
Alright, so you two get in his truck at least. Betty and Daniel, what about you two? Well, Betty, you said your own one.
Well, yeah, probably the own one, because it's
Okay, what about Daniel?
I've quickly run down to the girl. How her shackles, how are they Are they easily open?
They need a key,
Like-
but the
or,
key is like across the room on the table.
All right, I'll grab the key, open one of the shackles like around her wrist, and I'll just put the key in her hand, and then I'll leave.
May the goddess bless you.
I feel like that was a big mistake on his part.
I believe that we need to get the hell out of here.
Yeah, but Daniel's done it anyway, so
Daniel's
Yeah.
a priest. Of course he's gonna do it.
yeah, just gotta sprint up the stairs and where's everybody in? Like,
Everybody except
Oh, do
Betty
you wanna
is in
jump?
the truck with Patrick.
I got questions for Patrick. I gotta yeah, in the truck with Patrick.
Yeah, I'm just driving the other truck.
Okay, so
behind,
you're
I
in your
suppose.
truck alone, following them, yeah.
Yeah.
He drives off. He just goes, it didn't go well, and like hits the pedal and like speeds off along the road, and you follow him, Betty, and that's where we'll end today.
Yeah. Okay.
The next episode. Hey, I told you it was right. We hear. That's all you get.
It didn't go well. God dang it. I fucking knew it. Oh, that was great. Yeah.
Was it? No. I'm kidding.
I mean, not for our characters, but for me, that was great fun.
There's a little more stuff happening on this side of the portal.
Yeah. This side of the portal is definitely a little bit more interesting for sure. Definitely not boring.
Yeah. Definitely.
Thought you might have gotten out today, but yeah, you started screaming in the basement and stuff.
Well, yeah.
Well, I remind. Zombie mosquito man. A lot of shit happened.
Yeah, we're not even at the thingy part yet.
Yeah, no.
That was the
'cause we're
peaceful
gonna-
information
good.
exchange part.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah, there's so whenever I've read the finally read the whole letter, and then like Richard started talking about hearing choir, I was like, fuck, Samuel's in the basement.
But at least that didn't happen.
Yeah, granted, the alternative isn't much better, but at least it wasn't that. Yeah.
What? See next to the VOX, right? The Vox. It has 5.5 hours. Why is that there?
What are you talking about? 5.5 hours?
It's got like a timer on the Vox.
Oh, it's because of the event.
Oh, right,
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I should hit this so I can undo it.
Oh yeah, now I see it.
Yeah, I was thinking it automatically do it, but yeah.
Yeah. That just shows like how long it's been since the event started or whatever. Yeah. Oh man. Cool.
Hopefully we.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be super scary. The next one.
I did not. I mean, he sort of explained that a shift has to happen, a change has to happen, and I didn't at all consider, oh, maybe there's a mutation, and then I also didn't consider maybe that happened to me. I guess I also didn't change the same way that Betty did because I sweat funny now.
Yeah, I can tell you what happened later when we finish.
Yeah, for
funny.
sure. I'm very excited to find out. 'Cause I'm over here like, man, I didn't even touch nothing. Like,
this is what I'm
just
thinking
here.
as well.
I mean, he did like obviously explain to you guys there, but he did explain to Daniel last time as well that when you cross there, a change happens.
Funnily enough,
but I
just to say,
did not think.
Richard heard the singing before he crossed over, so
Okay.
That is true.
Yeah, well,
Jeffrey has some explaining as well for the fact that he's like, there's two of him.
Well, yeah. I mean, I don't
So
think
we all got
Jeffrey
got a special
know, right?
bit of we've all got a special bit of something.
Well, he also saw the ghost woman.
Yeah, well, that's another thing. because Daniel heard the music too, but he didn't hear it until a little while after Richard heard it. And then, yeah, Richard didn't see the ghost, but me. Well, that's the thing, because, like, I think we all are, but we're just done in different ways. Because me and Jeffrey could see the ghost, you didn't, but you and me can hear the music, no one else can. Me and Betty smells blood.
And you're also sweating the tears.
And I'm the only one sweating, buddy.
So Swindle, for some reason, is getting the full ensemble.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah, I'm the only common denominator.
He is definitely getting the full package. Yeah.
I just want to be
full
clear.
experience.
I'm not intentionally bullying Swindle in this act.
Right.
I mean,
no, I feel like he's an empath or something, and he's able to like acquire everyone's traits. And for some reason, yeah, Richard's trait is singing.
I feel like Swindle, like you've got to admit, you're like the wee boy that said why, and you're like Curious George, which is kind of like
that's more accurate, yeah. I can't leave well enough alone.
He's not that curious because he didn't risk stress to figure out the exact footprint. He left a mystery unsolved.
Okay, that's for starters. All I really wanted to know was how many toes the fucking thing had. Really, what kind of secrets could I possibly gain from that?
And I love as well how you couldn't just like leave her there. Like you had to uncuff her, and I was like, this is gonna turn out well, because she's gonna go to what's his name, Shinaraf or whatever her name, the Shinaraf god, and go, yeah, there's some human beings here. So by
the sounds of it, it's already turned bad for that. So there's literally nothing she could do to harm us at that point. That's the whole reason why Daniel. That's the only reason Daniel was like, let's leave her cuffed. He doesn't feel good about it, but he's like, this is the best chance to get home. We'll uncuff her once she no longer represents a threat to that.
Then again, maybe she might be our way out of there, as in
she's not. She's just a random. She's Genie, yes, but she's on this side, Genie. She's not our side, Genie. She's Genie's doppelganger from this side of the portal. So.
But maybe she might be as nice as Genie that was on the other side, Yeah,
she could be. However, she was chained up and also totally sees no reason why we should ever leave this side when, all we gotta do is take the rain, and we don't want to take the rain, right? So
take the rain twice a day, you'll be happy as Larry.
Yeah, exactly. So, no. But again, the reason why Daniel, of course, let her go is because he's a good Christian or Methodist boy, Christian, whatever, same thing. Yeah, but she is an innocent. She's a victim of Patrick, and while Patrick is, his only way of getting home, he can't really help his situation either. That was the best that he could do in this situation, in a very extraordinary situation.
And that's true.
I'm very fucking curious to find out. I got a lot of questions. I always do, but I got a lot of questions.
Yeah, I've got a lot of questions. I honestly think I think we're gonna have to battle smaller things when we're there to try and get up to this mountain.
No, I think we're gonna have to deal with some big fucking things, like the thing that almost got us last night. Because he said there's a bunch of them going that direction.
Probably want to avoid those things. I mean, they're like
Yeah.
Well, I
15
was
to 20
thinking
feet
we're
tall.
going to. I'm thinking we want to just kind of like sneak around and then try and get to the top of the mountain.
Betty wants to be a murder hobo.
Yeah, I don't. Oh yeah. I don't think it's gonna work. But...
No.
You might not all make it home.
Yeah.
I feel because I've like taken that what's called being in the truck behind that it's not gonna be good for me, but yeah.
Well, you're good at rolling a getaway.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
you
but
can
like
drive off
I'm
into the
same.
you can drive off into the sunset.
Well,
Well, if
see.
there was a sunset, you don't have to follow us as we charge it towards the temple. Maybe make it back home. Probably not.
Just trying to think.
Probably not.
Oh, yeah.
Try to figure
Reading
out.
that Marsh letter was a lot.
It is a lot. Like when we first read it, we were like, "Whoa."
Yeah, because that's at least the two that was your season 2 character and also Goose's season 2 character.
It would have been good if we had Goose and there's a cameo, but yeah.
So I'm really fucking curious who the short and violent man is, because oh boy.
I feel like it's Michael Thomas.
No, he's been dead.
Maybe he was resurrected. Maybe, well, there's doppelgangers here, so maybe it was his doppelganger.
So many possibilities.
Oh, Jesus.
It could be duplicates.
Christ. Didn't even fucking think of that, actually. This side's Michael Thomas. Jesus.
It could be.
Holy shit, that means this side's key. Well, no, it's been a few years. He's probably dead right now if he...
It could be your old character that's like, got out of the, the tomb in, the vaults thing in Scotland.
No, I don't think that's it. Because he wasn't,
Imagine if he did show up, that would just be like so bizarre.
Well, I imagine Worm Keen will make an appearance at some point in time.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be too cliche and have every single character that's been in it so far pop up in the same
It'd
season.
Be a wee cameo.
Yeah. Because that would entail that we would have to go to Scotland and then visit the vaults.
No, he's in New York.
Yeah. Nah, he's in the vaults. Kian is.
That's true.
Rocky is
Paul was
probably,
in New York.
Yeah, Paul was in New York.
If Paul's still alive at this point.
Paul and his family lived happily ever after, okay? They never had another weird thing. They never encountered anything of the mythos at all. They lived lives
I feel
blissful ignorance.
Like Paul, he died of lung cancer because of all the the mines and stuff like that.
He died of ligma.
If you remember, Paul's son did get a little bit involved in the 33 one.
Yeah.
Because he found the body.
Yeah. Maybe he's a crusader.
Maybe.
Yeah, so next week, I think the number of sessions is unchanged still. But if it ends up going a little longer, that's fine too. Don't want to rush it.
Yeah.
I should be good to go.
But dude, fucking BRB. I can't be delaying more fucking weeks, man.
Lim, you need to watch Weapons.
I'll let her know, I promise.
I'm watching too much of anything these days.
You need to watch Weapons. You really do.
I already did.
So
you did.
Oh,
You're
did you?
so fucking bad at listening to people's shit, honestly.
Sorry. What did you think of it? Did you like it?
I was kind of lightly let down with the whole witchcraft thing. I was like, oh. I was hoping like
she looked so crazy though. She looked so crazy looking. She was so freaky.
I was more sad at the fact of the matter that it was witchcraft. I was like, I kind of wish it was something else.
I thought I felt like the junkie guy moment was hilarious. Like, it wasn't funny, but it was just like, he was like, it was kind of like, oh man, because he just like, all this bad stuff happened to him and it was such a shame.
Mark, your take on?
I didn't watch it.
Oh, why?
Loved the head teacher. Like, his scene was hilarious when, like, you know, when he was all like, you know, under the spell. I thought it was like hilarious the way he was running. He looked so super scary, but it was just, I don't know, it was just so funny. It actually reminded me of like this because of the eyes sticking out. You know, because the eyes bulging out. So it actually reminded me of this.
I was playing video games. I didn't watch it.
So relatable.
Yeah. You need to watch Weapons. It is really good. Swindle, Callum.
Seen a little bit of it. I haven't like fully watched it. Okay, I saw the trailers for it and I thought it was kind of interesting, but I'll probably just look it up and just spoil it for myself.
I think
I'd rather watch I'd rather read the plot than watch the movie.
Too scary for him.
It's too scary.
Yeah.
Hey, really, man?
I don't like horror movies. Like, this is the only horror thing that I enjoy.
And you weren't even going to play this originally.
You don't like horror movies because they're scary?
Dark had to talk me into playing this game because I kept on saying like I don't like it. And
so is it because you have like a very strong imagination, or you just don't like scary things? Okay.
Well, yeah. For one thing, I have a very active imagination, but I like the thing that hooks me into it, and I keep telling Dark about it. The thing that hooks me is I have an incredibly powerful, like, morbid curiosity. Like, I know it's scary, but I have to kind of know what happens. So I will watch and read about scary stories and things like that, and then get creeped out by it or whatever. But like jump scares and things like that get me, and then especially with Call of Cthulhu, like I hate body horror. Like that gives me the heebie-jeebies.
Oh
like,
man, welcome.
Like yeah. Because I watched The Thing as a kid, like John Carpenter's The Thing as a kid.
Oh, this also tells
and
me
it fucked me up. So shit.
I'm sad.
Yeah, that shit freaked me the fuck out as a kid. So and still does as an adult.
Well, that means you can't play my game because there's body horror. You're arachnophobic.
No, I don't have like a specific fear of certain things. Like I don't have like arachnophobia is fine. It's whatever. I mean, I get creeped out by it.
Is
but like,
arachnophobia okay for you when you see the dead body and the spider crawling out the mouth?
Thank you. That's the kind of fear I'm going for.
No, that's fine. I mean, it's gross, it's creepy, but like it's.
How about this? If the body started getting up with the spider in it, that's controlling.
What's scary is when they're like crawling underneath your skin and then know their way out.
Yeah, that's no good. I don't like that. Or whenever multiple bodies have fused together to form a fucking
giant
1,000 spider. Like see that shit.
See like the forest.
I don't like it.
The game.
Yeah, no, I don't like that.
The forest, when it's like the big tall thing and it's got like 6 arms, 6 legs.
No, I don't like that. No. Don't like that, especially in the caves. Nah, fuck that shit.